we live? I think we are.
I
Are we
believe so.
live? Or is it Memorex? It's live. What's that? Did you just go live on your channel?
Who, me? No.
I thought, oh, okay. That must have been my notification. I
It-
said, what? No,
well, when I signed into this thing, it might have. Let me double check something. It might have went live on my channel. I don't know. Hold on, wait.
I don't think
Oh
so.
man. When I logged in, it was asking select all this crap, and let me see here.
So
Oh,
we
it did. Yeah,
are,
it's yeah. I'm sharing your video
that's fine.
on my channel.
Cool. Leave it.
Cool.
No.
Cool.
Yeah, there's an option on there that you can do that. So,
That's a pretty neat option. I like that.
and we'll see what happens. Maybe you'll get a million subs. Yeah, right.
Could you imagine?
No, I can't.
Oh, neither could I.
But what's up, man? Okay, we are live Friday night PaleriderTV Show with the legendary Little Guy Show. Matt.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the
Yeah,
Friday night debauchery.
yeah, yeah. So I ain't had you on in a while. Think I had you on the show one time many moons ago, but
Yeah,
a
it
lot has
had to be
probably
about a year
happened
ago.
since then.
Had to be about a year ago, I
At
think.
least, at
At
least.
least. At least.
Let me go here to the chat, see who's all in the chat. Uh, Grafton, what's up? Noah Jacobs, Snowlord OG. Speaking of Snowlord there. Jason,
What up,
Mr.
Snowlord?
Life, Daniel, what? Yeah, that's his second channel, Snowlord OG. Daniel's last. The little guy shows in. You're a moderator now. I made you moderator because I'm one on your channel still. LVC, KW Kid. I think that's it. Trucking with T-Bone. And that's it. So cool. Cool beans.
So, what's the first?
Cool beans.
So comment below and let us know what the first question and or
Yeah, you got any
topic is.
questions for little
Ding ding ding
guy
ding
or
ding.
me?
Survey
Or
says.
we'll find out what the little guy's doing. You're not on the
Oh yeah,
road anymore, right? You,
let me give everybody on your channel the update if because I think that we did this the last time, like I said about a year ago. So I came off the road in October of 21, and I am now the director of recruiting and compliance for our company here at RST Riverside Transportation. So I do all
yep.
the recruiting, I do all the admin in-house record keeping and stuff like that, and the hiring, the firing. Um, if you want to get hired on at this company, you have to go through me. There's no way around it. So, um,
Wait. Oh, how?
yeah, no, yeah. So, I try to hire people that are like me. People that are, dedicated. People that are going to be on time. People that are going to be safe. We have. I came up with. You know how the Navy has core values, and so I came up with core values for RST. Number one is safety. Two is communication. Three is getting your loads delivered on time, and four is taking care of your equipment. And I tell everybody, if you could do those four things, then you'll be successful at this company. It's that simple.
Hmm.
It's that
Yeah.
simple.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. So hey, so what about you, Pale Rider? A
How
million
about me?
five
It
award,
ain't
a
about
million
me.
five
Oh, yeah.
award, a million five.
Yeah, I
Got to
did
give a
that Tuesday.
round of
Did
applause
a
for Pale
video.
Rider.
Wait a minute. Yeah, I got my plaque up there. My 1.5. Just
That
a
ain't no,
couple
that ain't no
trips to the
slouch.
moon and back. And that's about it.
So you did a million five with that particular company, and you've been with
Right.
them. You said for what, 12 years?
Um, yeah, this January. Well, 12 years.
So, and how much experience on do you have total?
27.
So you got to have
Well,
at
almost, let's see,
least
28 now, going on
you got to have
28.
you got to have damn near 4 million miles under your belt. If give or take. I'm
Something like
guessing.
that. I was thinking about that
Yeah.
because I was EPS for 12 years, so I figure I did another million or so there. So no, well, maybe 3 million total.
That's crazy.
Mm.
That's a lot of miles, brother. That is a
Yeah,
lot of miles.
yeah. Just a drive around the moon and back about 4 or 5 times, and you got it made. That's all you got to do.
Seriously, seriously. I mean, shit. I mean, I know this show is supposed to be about me, but damn, you got a story. I gotta have you on my channel one night as a guest so we can grill you. But since I'm a guest on your
That'll work.
channel, I'll let everybody grill me tonight. So let's
We can
see
do
here.
that. Just give me some warning, and I have to be sure I'm
Yeah,
parked
we'll
the
set it
way.
up.
Got a
Like
good
I said,
signal.
I've got Zoom. You've got Restream. I need to figure out how to. I need to figure out
Zoom.
how to properly use Zoom. I did it one
Zoom.
night
I don't think I've
with
ever used
Jukebox.
Zoom before.
It's just like this. It's the
Too bad.
same
Yeah.
concept, same platform and stuff. So
I know a lot of courtrooms. There's some judges that use Zoom still because of the pandemic.
yeah,
Nobody could
yeah, that
show
was
up in court, so they started
yeah,
doing courtroom by Zoom. There's some videos on YouTube. You search them out. There's some crazy Zoom courtroom
yeah,
cases.
yeah. That's some funny stuff out there.
Uh, There's a
Oh,
judge, Judge Middleton, up in Michigan. I'm subscribed to him, and he does a Zoom. He's probably the
yeah,
most
Zoom's
fairest judge I've ever seen.
it's pretty much the same platform, just like this, same concept.
Yeah, I think during the pandemic, Zoom and all these uh, stream things got big because everybody was at
Yeah,
home.
yeah, yeah.
Nobody could. They had us down. The man had us down.
Well, they had
We had
everybody else down,
shows.
but us drivers, we were out there on the road slugging it. All the restaurants were closed. I mean,
I
I
know
gotta tell
it's
you,
that was.
pretty depressing time to be out on the road, especially the restaurants were closed. Um,
It's,
the customers,
I
the
was.
shippers and receivers were very, very sketchy.
Yeah, you
You
can't
know,
come in without a mask.
yeah, they
I
wouldn't let
hated
us
that
in.
because you couldn't even go into the Loves in the morning and get your own cup of coffee. You had to get the worker to get pour your cup of
Yeah,
coffees. What the
I thought
heck?
that was more. I thought that
But
that would
now
be more
it was stupid.
counterintuitive than us getting
Yeah,
our own
exactly.
coffee. You got
And
more
don't ever
hands
bring your
change.
refillable coffee mug in there. They'd shoot
Oh,
you.
forget it. Yeah,
Say, what
forget
the
about
hell?
that.
You can't bring that in here. Get out of here. I think y'all going a little overboard on this stuff. In the
They did. They
meantime,
did.
the dude's in the bathroom in the men's room shaving and brushing his teeth in a public sink.
That's how they do things. That's their beliefs.
Yeah, but they didn't say,
You
well, that's not, no, regular truck drivers are doing that stuff.
well, there's
You're
I
going
don't
to
know
do
if it's
that. It's
I
bad
don't
enough
know if
doing
it's
it
the
in a public bathroom anyway. Go
I
through
don't
the
know if it's
shower and do it.
if it's the if it's the Muslim faith. I don't know but they got a thing where they got to keep their feet
Shh,
like clean. They
I
have
know.
to keep their feet clean. That's like a thing
Wash
for
your
them.
feet.
But
Wash
to
your
wash
feet.
them in the sink
Sink. That's crazy.
is it's
Who
a little
I'm
much,
getting
a little much.
a lot of people in the chat from your channel coming in. They're saying paired. So Honda Man, Little Everett Yoakum the third.
Yeah,
Who I never heard these people.
he's the yodeling king. He
Yodel
loves to yodel.
Yodel a hee ho. Yeah, it looks like it. Yodel a hee
He loves
ho.
to yodel.
Yodel a hee ho.
He's the
Jimmy
yodeling king.
Jimmy Selbit. Well, appreciate all you guys and girls and whatever coming over from the big channel that little guy's got out there. What are you up to now? Like 70,
I
70,000 or
bounce
something like
between
that?
70 and 69, and it's funny. I hadn't
Yeah.
posted a video in months, and I was at 70 and change, and then I start posting videos, and I start losing subscribers. It's weird, and then it goes back up, and then and then
Well, you
I
kind
plateau for a little while, and then it goes back down, and then I go back up. And it's
of,
crazy.
yeah,
I
I
don't know
mean,
how the
that, it's a
YouTube analytics work.
consistency thing. You're not,
Yeah,
Haven't
yeah.
been
So,
consistent in the last year or two, so I need to. I'm not telling you what to do
I'm
because I
getting,
only got.
I'm trying to get
I
back on the
can't.
gravy train.
I can't break 7,000, much less. So I ain't got no room to talk about that. But consistency is the key, and that's my issue. I'm not
You gotta
consistent.
start doing recruiting videos for your company. Maybe
Uh,
get us some referral bonuses.
I do, but I usually
Oh
don't
God.
bring it up. Somebody ask, yes, but I don't push them out that
You
much.
gotta
But
get
if somebody
sponsored
wants
by
to
Trucker
know,
District. You gotta get sponsored by Trucker District.
I'm too old for them. All they want is a bunch of young rookie drivers over there. They ain't care about us old farts.
Do
That's
you
all.
remember the whole
No,
truck?
that,
Do you remember
yes.
the whole
Then
Trucker District thing?
and I was surprised that you hung out with them there that long. But I was mad at them because they were getting all these talking about, oh yeah, we're for truckers, and they were getting these rookie guys to sponsor their stuff. I said, what about us old guys?
Yeah,
Oh, you don't
I
want no old people. Oh, screw you, old truck driver. You don't know anything. I said, screw you, trucking district.
I
I
wanted
wasn't the
the
only one.
idea. I wanted the idea to catch, but unfortunately, it
I
just fell
know.
apart, and there were
So
too in the
I
corporate
don't.
end of it. There were too many chiefs and not enough Indians, and it just screwed everything up. So
I know it, but it was crazy because they'd say, we're going to release that, 2 months from now. 2 months would come. We're going to
that
release it
fucking app.
6 months. Yeah.
God,
Oh, I got to
that
make a disclaimer. If anybody is offended by the F word, a few F bombs might
you
be
know what?
dropped
I
tonight.
apologize. I do
So, no, that's
apologize.
fine. I'm doing a disclaimer.
I
So,
keep
if you're offended by the F bomb, you might want to change the channel. Get the children
I
out of
gotta be
there.
professional. I gotta stop. You're right. No, I gotta stop. I'm a guest on your show. I gotta stop using the
That's all right.
fucking F word.
The new YouTube terms about cussing in the oh that came out today. I was watching Nick Nimmin did a video on it this morning, but this the
They
first
changed the rules again.
it if you don't cuss or say the F word in the first 8 seconds of your video, you'll probably be good.
Oh,
It's
okay.
the
Because
first
I
eight
still see a lot of
seconds they
people
care
out there
about.
cursing. So
But they said hell and damn will not be considered cuss words anymore. So you're free to use hell and damn and not have to worry about getting demonetized.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's crazy. They keep changing the rules like they change underwear. So
Well, they're changing it. They're changing the monetization in February for the shorts. You're going to start
again,
getting paid for shorts.
well,
So you
that's
might
good.
want to look
That'll be
into
good.
that.
That'll be
Get
good.
off of TikTok and get back over here to shorts on
Well, you know that
YouTube.
TikTok is ran by China. So
Yeah, there's some
I don't
government
I don't.
departments that have banned their government employees from even having TikTok on their phone.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. It's
their government sponsored phone. I guess their personal phone is still good, but you can't have it on their government sponsored phone. Shouldn't have it on there anyway. We paying for that government sponsored phone. Why should they have TikTok
yeah.
on there or
Go
any other
figure.
social media?
Go figure.
Yeah,
So
trucking reviews. What's going on there? Well, BS session. That's about it. That's
yeah, we're
about
just
it.
over here shooting the
Just from your
hoopla tonight.
channel. I like how this because you when you did that with the going on your channel, the comments from there are saying it says paired on the
Yeah.
on
So
the
I think
restream chat, not
yeah,
on YouTube, but you can see it on the restream that I'm seeing. That's pretty cool.
yeah. It's weird. It's sharing your video on my channel, word for word, everything.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Wow. So I'm getting
When I what
exposure.
when you sent me that link, I had to log in to restream, and when it asked me to log in, it asked me to tag my channel on. It gave me multiple options for YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. So I just clicked YouTube, you know,
All right.
just
That's
to
pretty cool.
tag something. So it's working flawlessly. It's pretty.
Yeah. trucking
But
reviews. I
yeah,
like to
so
see when I see other truckers vaping that I have since 2009. What he said.
yeah, I've been vaping since let's see, 2000. And well, I started e-cigarettes in 2012 when I first started driving because me and Trainer James were trying to quit smoking, and at that time, e-cigarettes weren't as high tech and
Yeah,
glamorous as they are now, and they were garbage. They were horrible. But then, like I think it was in
yeah,
2013, 2014, they started coming out with these gourmet flavors, all these dessert flavors, and these
yeah,
tanks, where you could chuck these big clouds and had all this good flavor. And
yeah.
that's when I really quit smoking altogether because I was having trouble with the e-cigarettes because they didn't really work that well and they were garbage. And
Right. Yeah,
so I
I
was
had
I
a
was
couple of those.
bouncing I was bouncing back and forth from e-cigarettes to regular cigarettes,
Mm-hmm.
and then when, like I said, as soon as these tanks, the big tanks came out with the coils and whatnot, I just quit smoking altogether. And then I think it was like 3 years I went without cigarettes, and I tried a cigarette, and I got so sick it was gross. And then I tried a cigarette a couple of years later, same thing, and I was like, oh, I can't do it. Oh, so gross.
Mm.
It was horrible.
Yeah,
And
I did the double thing for a while too. Finally, it would be almost 2 years when I had a cigarette. So,
yeah, you vaped for a little while
well,
too, didn't you?
yeah, I've been vaping for quite a bit.
You still vaping?
Yeah, I got the big stuff. See, I got the big stuff.
Yes, buddy. Yes.
A couple of these.
Oh yeah, I got one of those.
I always have at least 3 mods going at one time.
I got one just like that.
But yeah, I used to do the build your own coils and the cotton
Oh
and
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
mech
That was
mods and all that
yep, yep,
with the
yep, yep.
man.
I think
That stuff
I
was
think I was the one
powerful,
that
man.
I think I was the one that got you into that stuff. If I remember correctly, I was showing you.
Yeah,
I think if I remember correctly, I kind of helped you lean towards that
yeah,
way.
yeah. You gotta be careful when you do that stuff, man. When you blow your
Oh
face off,
yeah,
but you gotta make sure
yeah,
you're.
buddy.
It's a science.
Did you
You
ever?
gotta
Did
make
you
sure
ever?
you're. All
Did
right.
you ever forget? Did you ever forget to put the cap back on and then go, and then
Yes.
get a lip full of coil?
Yes.
Oh my god, I've done
Or
that a couple times.
or uh, vape on a dry cotton. So I forgot to put juice in
Oh
here, and all of a sudden, oh man,
God.
it's like,
Oh. Or accidentally turn the mod all the way up,
oh, I've done that with these.
sitting in the
Some
pocket, just go to
somehow thing got up
250
to like
watts.
200 watts, and I took
Yeah.
a hit off
Yeah.
of it, man. Instantly burned the
Just
coil.
boom.
But yeah, that's
Terrible.
crazy.
Terrible.
But that's the
Oh.
only thing. I still get crap from a lot of people for vaping, but it got me off of
Yeah.
cigarettes. But the stupid people, or not some, but some people say, "Oh,
Well,
vaping's worse than cigarettes." You've been
no,
listening
no.
to the mainstream media.
Yeah.
You
See,
need to
and
stop that.
I stress it a lot when when they say that there's if you look at the list of chemicals that are in a cigarette and read the
Mhm.
actual list, it'll make your mind explode. There's um formaldehyde in a fucking cigarette. And you say to
Right,
yourself,
exactly.
Why would there be formaldehyde in a cigarette?" Along with
Preserve.
all these other chemicals that are like that you could find under your sink, cleaning products. Why would that be necessary to be in a cigarette if they weren't trying to kill you? Like, seriously, I don't understand. I don't know how cigarettes were way back in the day, but there's got to be over 1,000 different chemicals in a cigarette. Whereas with vape juice, there's three main chemical. Well, we'll call them chemicals, but propylene glycol, vegetable glycerin, and your nicotine and your flavoring. That's it. Supposedly, and I've been vaping for since 2010 years, 10 years. And I
All
remember
right.
smoking cigarettes for, let's see, I started smoking cigarettes when I was in the Navy back in 2003. And I stayed smoking cigarettes for a while, on and off, but religiously for like, up until 2012. And I remember right towards the end, like 2010, 2011, 2012, especially once I started driving a truck, I started to feel and just it was hard to breathe and and you could start feeling the effects of a cigarette, and whereas with vaping for 10 years, I haven't felt any effects health wise um from and then on top of it, you know how
Hmm.
everybody said, oh, you smell like an ashtray, you smell like an ashtray, and as a
Yeah.
smoker, you don't realize it. And now that we haven't smoked in so many
Oh,
years,
right.
like if
I
I get in
noticed that.
someone's yeah, like if I get in
Yeah.
someone's truck or a car or house that they smoke in, it smells like an ashtray. It's horrible, that smell. It
Yeah.
gives
Get
me a
behind
headache,
somebody in line or something that smokes, and he's like, "What the heck? I used to smell like that." So, yeah, yeah. I think trucking reviews on your channel. I think I know is. Do you have a YouTube channel on the and do the vaping reviews? I think I remember you when I used to
He said
watch
that
all the
cigarettes
vaping
have over
channels.
4,000 chemicals in it.
Well,
Here,
they
you
have
know
a
what?
bunch of them.
I'm sitting right here on the computer. Let's just since we're on the topic, let's Google it. Let's see. List of chemicals. Listen to this. Here's the top chemicals. Okay. Let's see. Let's click on more items and see what pops up just for giggles. Let's see. You got nicotine, hydrogen cyanide, formaldehyde, lead, arsenic, ammonia, radioactive elements such as
I
polonium.
don't
I don't know
know.
what
I don't
benzene,
know about. I don't know about all
c-
that. That's a bit
carbon
much.
carbon monoxide, tobacco
You
specific
wouldn't last a
nitro.
week if you smoked all.
Yeah, well, this is what they say is in cigarettes.
I
Poly
know
poly
nothing.
poly polysilylic. I don't even know how to say this word. Polysilylic aromatic Jesus Christ, hydrocarbons. It's crazy. It's just insanity. But just the fact that there's formaldehyde, benzene, ammonia, lead. Why would that be necessary to be in a cigarette? I don't know. Doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
Nicotine is
Okay.
addicting enough, you would think, to put. I'm gonna, I might maybe I'll do a little book report on this for a video because I want to know why
Okay.
they have formaldehyde, lead, arsenic, ammonia, radioactive elements, benzene. That doesn't make any sense. It should be nicotine, tobacco, and that's it. And then your menthol, if you like menthol. I used to like menthol, but menthol has even more chemicals in it.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
crazy.
Okay, trucking reviews. I think I know who you are. Answer one more question and it'll seal the deal. Do you
Let's see.
reside in Florida? Okay. Snowlord addressed the drum contest. What? What are you talking about? Nobody told me anything about a drum contest. Oh, you talking about between
What?
you and little guy? Yeah, Snowlord. I guess he's
I-
gonna
I'm
challenge you.
I'm
Challenge is
halfway decent on
open.
the drums. Halfway decent on the drums. I got drums sitting right behind me,
Okay,
right?
trucking reviews. I know who you are. Then thanks for. I used to watch your stuff. I've got away from the vaping channels since all that crap, so
Yeah,
I
my
don't
drum
watch many
set's
vaping channels
sitting
anymore.
right over here. Check it out. Hold on. Let me see this thing up.
Trucking with T-Bone. What's up? Ah,
And then I've
nice.
got and then I've got all the DJ stuff set up over there. We're gonna start doing some videos with that stuff here in the hopefully near future. Ugh. But yeah, so um, I'm a average drummer. I'm nothing crazy, but I'm pretty average. I learned by listening, playing by ear. But if you put some sheet music in front of me, I wouldn't know I wouldn't know what to do as far as how to read sheet music for drums. I would have no clue. But hey, speaking of drums, Snorelord,
Drums.
have you ever seen the movie? Um, what's it called? Hold on, let me think now. Um, there's a drum movie that came out a little while ago with the guy from those insurance commercials, the bald guy, farmers. Oh
Yeah, what's his
shit! What's
name? I can't think of
hold
his
on? Let
name.
me let me look at the name. I love that movie. Hold on, drum movie.
If you're
Oh
offended
yeah.
by
Oh,
the S word, might not
it's
want to
called
touch you.
the movie's called Whiplash. It's got Miles Teller. J.K. Simmons is the guy from the insurance commercials.
Legendary vapes. There's another paper here.
Yeah, Legendary Vapes is my
Drumline.
brother-in-law and sister-in-law's
Drumlines.
channel. Well,
Legendary
Drumline
vapes.
was good. Legendary Vapes is my brother-in-law and sister-in-law's vape shop
Oh,
down in Sebring.
cool. Oh, cool. We got a lot of vapors hanging out here tonight. Yeah. Coming
But
over
the
from the
other
little
the
guy show.
the movie that I'm talking about is called Whiplash. It came out in
Whiplash.
2014. It's a really good drum movie. It's about a young kid in a music college, and the instructor is the guy Jake Simmons, the insurance commercial guy, and
Yeah.
he plays this ruthless instructor in the movie. Ruthless, and I highly recommend if you like drums, watch the movie Whiplash. It is amazing, really good movie, really inspiring movie.
Whiplash. Yeah. Might have to check that out.
Yeah, it's a good watch. I think it's let me see where'd it go?
Trucking with
Whiplash.
T-Bone. 10 p.m. delivery appointment. Got here around. Found out appointment is canceled. It's in a holding pattern.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could watch Whiplash on Hulu right now, and
Hulu.
you could watch it on Amazon Prime for $2.99. But yeah, you can go on YouTube and just look up a couple of clips of the movie, and you'll get hooked right away. Even the trailer's good to that movie. So
Trucking reviews. Yeah. If you remember me, you remember I was a butthole of the vape community. I'm very outspoken. Yeah. Okay. Now I know for sure who you. I remember. Yeah, there was a lot of drama going on around that. He had a feud with some of the big YouTube reviewers, the big guys. I remember that. That was funny. That's good stuff. I miss some old days. Yeah, the good
it's
old
just simpler
days.
times. Simpler times.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, Alex from your channel wants to know, Matt. Matt, do you miss?
Yeah, I do miss driving. I do. I miss banging gears. I miss being out there with the fellas. And what happened? Did we jam up here?
I think something just happened. Just
Oh, we're
clearing
here.
it up
Okay.
now.
But yeah, I miss driving. I do miss it. It's when you're doing it for 10 years straight, like the old saying, it's gonna trucking gets in your blood. Well, it really does. It really
Yeah,
does.
trucking gets in your blood.
But to have the option to move up in the company, and I feel
Yeah,
that I
baby.
am doing a greater
Yeah,
service to the drivers, by helping mentor them and
Jace.
helping motivate them and stuff like that, than I would be as if I was just driving. So I feel like I'm doing more now than I did just as a driver. So
Look at trucking reviews from your channel. Yeah, I rattled the bigger YouTubers. He's talking about Jay Hayes. Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
yeah.
Yeah, Grim Green. Oh man, Mike Vapes. That's like the top three of the big YouTube tape
I
vape
used to I used to like
reviewers.
I used to like watching Twisted 420s, vaping with Twisted
I don't think
420.
I've. Yeah, I heard him. I
He
don't think I
started
watched him.
out he started out as a car audio guy, and then he turned his channel into a vaping channel and blew up, overnight.
Yeah, then they demonetized all the vaping channel guys, and a lot of them
What
just
a
that
shame.
was how they made their living, was doing the vape reviews, and
Yeah,
YouTube did that, and it took away their, so
I want to.
most of them
Do
fell
you
off.
watch? You're a Second Amendment fan, right, Keith?
Sure.
You know the channel Demolition Ranch.
No.
Man, you got to check out Demolition Ranch. This guy does a gun review, and he does all these like different style, like they shoot at big blocks of butter. They shoot at
Big blocks of
oxygen
butter.
tanks. Yeah, they shoot at they shoot at anything and everything. And I want to know how this guy's channel is still monetized because it's all guns, 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 guns.
Well, how do you know it
And
is monetized? You don't know, because they'll
well,
put
you
ads
could.
on YouTube. Will
Do you
put
have
ads
a?
on non-monetized channels now.
Well, I don't know, but I know the guy has like a gajillion subscribers, and he's still on here doing videos every day. He's got sponsors,
Yeah,
how
he
to
might.
yin yang. So,
Well, yeah,
but
that's probably
but
why.
if you like guns, go check out Demolition Ranch. They do some really cool stuff over there.
Snowlord watches Demolition Ranch, so Snowlord knows. Snowlord's a 2A guy also.
Yep, yep. I've got a few toys
I'm
that I
more of
want to
a
do a video with, but I have a funny feeling if I do a video with my toys, I'm gonna get hit hard, with a copy or a claim or something, because I've got I've got a few toys that I want to do, but I'm like, man, if I do a video with this thing, I'm gonna get picked apart, because of the way the rules are. So, but I don't know. I may do it. I may not. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, okay. Storlord
yeah.
says that a lot of the gun channels lost their monetization, but they fought to get it back. So yeah, use a different channel for the toys. I gotta come up with
Okay.
a. I gotta make a second. That's one thing that I've never done. Like a lot of other YouTubers, is I've never made a secondary channel. I've never made a spoof channel. I probably should do
I
that. I
just
don't know.
I use a different channel for the pew pews. Did
Yeah,
you hear,
I don't know.
guys? Here, Gentry and Sons trucking dude on YouTube lost his whole business, caught on fire. I didn't hear that.
It caught on
That's
fire.
crazy. That's what Trucking Review said on you.
I haven't
You
seen
need
one
to
of his
look at the
videos in a minute.
chat on your live stream. That's where I'm, because it's not going
Oh,
to
okay.
show up on mine. The chat will only show up on
Well,
yours, but it's showing up on
I'm,
my
uh,
restream, but it's not
I'm
showing up
watching
on my
yours,
YouTube.
and I'm watching mine on the screen. So I got both
Okay, all
going
right.
here. So
Well, I can see both on the restream chat, but on the YouTubes, it's only showing up mine because I'm on my channel. So everybody's on my channel can't see people commenting on your channel, I
So
guess.
what else? What else? Are you going to Gats?
Well,
Not Gats. Are you going to go to Mats
Matt,
this year?
I'm gonna try. Are you going? I was gonna ask you that. Are you gonna make it to
Yeah,
Matt's?
I'm going
Are
to
you gonna
try.
work?
I would like to. I went last year,
You,
and it was good because it was the first year back from COVID. So
yeah,
hopefully
I
this
missed
year
you
will be
last
just
year.
as good. But I really wish they would come back out with Gats. I mean,
Yeah, that's never gonna happen. I don't think.
yeah, no.
Right, that was my favorite. I like Gats more than Matt's. You believe that? I
I
like
liked
Matt
Gats.
Gats.
I liked Gats better because it was all inside,
Yeah,
and all of the restaurants and stuff afterwards were within walking distance in downtown Dallas. Whereas in Louisville, you got to get a cab, you got to go, pretty far away. But with downtown Dallas and that particular time of the year, the weather is usually really nice. And like I said, all the trucks are inside the building. It's smaller, it's more laid back. Whereas Matt's is more corporate vibed,
yeah.
and it's just it's just walking and walking and walking and walking and walking.
National
I think
Roasted
I
Cats is officially done.
Yeah, they sold out, but I think when we went to I took my family to Matt's last year. I think that every day we walked damn near almost 10 miles a day that we went,
I know.
and just feet killing us. Yeah, when you go to Matt's, you got to bring comfortable shoes. You got to be prepared for that shit.
LVC says Matt has to go. They named the show after you. It's- that's that
Maybe one of these
Southern
days,
California humor
if
there.
if the YouTube channel continues to grow, who knows? Maybe it won't. But one of these days, I would love to set up a lounge booth, like I don't know if you remember, what was it, 2017 when they had the what was that thing called? What was you? I think you were there. Come on, what was it called? Where it's when everybody was fighting in the YouTube space. It was
Oh, the
truckers, truckers,
73 Lounge?
truckers. Yeah, 73 Lounge. Yeah, yeah. I want to set
Yeah.
something up like that again.
The
Without the
73
drama.
Lounge it was beautiful, man. I mean, everything was nice. It was people
It
came
was.
by, and that was like the place to go to meet your favorite YouTube trucker. I had a police officer bring his 12-year-old son up there just to meet me at the 73 Lounge. You watch my videos. I said, wow, this is
Yep, I
crazy.
remember. I
So,
remember.
but it wasn't
I had that
long
to.
after that that everything just went.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
it
I
was
think we
already
need to.
brewing. I think the
It
stuff with
was.
you and Trucker District and then the crowd over there, that was
Yeah,
already
it
brewing.
was.
But it was
It was
what
bad.
happened within the 73 Lounge when all that went really bad. I'm not going to mention any names because I don't want to start any
God.
drama. But you know who's involved. You
Yeah,
know,
that
you
was.
were right there. I was right
And,
there. I seen it.
and I said
But
it too.
man,
I said
that
this
was
is
some
gonna
nasty
happen.
stuff. That was nasty.
Nobody's like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, look, things are gonna happen, and they did, and it would have been so sweet if people would have left the drama aside and focused on what the 73 Lounge was supposed to be, and just kept the drama at the door, so to speak, because that was a beautiful
It
idea in
was.
itself. Even Trucker District's idea was great. That's why I stuck with it. But the problem was is that things got to people's heads. There were too many people trying to make changes. Too like the old saying, too many chiefs and not enough Indians, and it just got out of and it fell apart. So, but that's what I want to. I want
Yeah,
to
it was.
do. I would love to create that again, the 73 Lounge style booth where trucking creators and YouTubers can have a spot where everybody can hang out and meet
Man,
and just kick back. Like
that was
you've
cool.
seen it at Matt's every year. What is it, Mercer? Mercer sets up that giant booth with all the little restaurant style booths and stuff. You know what I'm talking about, in the main room.
Yep.
So I want to do something like that. Big giant booth with couches and tables and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Maybe one day. Who knows? I'm not gonna write it off just yet.
that's a good idea. You need corporate sponsorship for that or something.
Yeah, because
Maybe
those
the
freaking
T-shirt guy there help you out. What's his name?
the booths are
Yeah,
expensive. Oh my god, they're
I know.
expensive. And
I
then
can
if you want,
imagine.
if you gotta have your own furniture, your own, just to have the booth and then rent the electric from them is the bare bones necessities. And then
That's why you got
it's
to do
wait,
all that at do all that out at the truck parking. But I know a lot of the guys don't drive their trucks to the show, and they're in the hotel. They don't see that side of the trucking show.
yeah,
That's where the
I
fun
remember
is, at the parking
I
lot.
think it was 2018, and when I brought my white Volvo to Matt's. I think it was 2018. Yeah, when I brought the white Volvo to Matt's, and I was in the truck parking area there at the Papa John's parking
Yeah,
area for Matt's. For it was the first time I was there in the trucking parking area, and it was fun. Everybody was hanging out, driving around in golf carts, drinking, having fun.
Yeah.
But the thing, and once again, the thing that sucks about Matt's is the weather. The weather's. I remember that was the year that it
Oh man,
snowed the
yeah.
day before the truck show, and there were guys shoveling snow off of their show trucks trying to get them ready
Yeah.
again for the day
Yeah.
of the truck show.
Yeah, the year I went to Matt's, the last year I think 2015, 2016, I think. Man, it was cold. It started out
Yeah,
nice. It got cold real quick, man.
it
Everybody was
was
cold
cold
out
last
there.
year, but at least it didn't. At least the sun was out for the most part. It was cold and windy, but the sun was out. So, but again, that's why I loved going to Gats. Everything was inside, and if you were fortunate enough to splurge on a hotel room at the Omni, you could literally roll out of bed and walk into the show without having to leave the building.
Yeah.
And then even if you didn't have a hotel room at the Omni, they have those damn
Yeah,
scooters now.
traditional.
Do you remember? You remember the
Yeah.
scooters that they have it now? So you
Yeah.
rent for a couple of cents. You ride. I
Yeah,
remember
you just yeah.
me and Little Dog rode the scooters around that night inside Gats. We were riding around live on YouTube, riding the scooters around inside the convention hall.
It's crazy. Snowlord brought up the last time I was at Matt's. Cummins had their booth right, and then they had like these big walls or something in their partitions or whatever in their exhibit. So on one side of the exhibit of that partition, they had a computer with a keyboard where they could, do their advertisements or they could look
Yeah,
up something. So nobody was looking. So I got on there. I went on YouTube. I got on Palerider
yeah.
TV. I hit playlist. I hit play all, and that thing just started playing all my videos. I don't know
Snowboard
how
said
long
that
it took, but the next day, I guess they finally figured it out. So
A
that was
driver
funny.
died taking snow off of his truck one year. Was that at the
Yeah,
show?
yeah, that was last year, I believe.
Gee,
It snowed real hard, and he got up there to get the snow off, and
and he fell.
I believe so. Yeah,
Jesus, that's a shame. That's silly.
yeah, that's right.
Crazy,
So,
crazy world we live in.
speaking of a crazy world, what's to do with Trekker Jukebox? Now, if you don't want to get any business that he has, you don't have to say
Nah,
anything. I just want to know how he's doing.
he's doing much better now, thank God. But he had a heart attack. He was smoking damn near 2 packs a day. And
Yeah.
when you're on the road for as long as he was, see, he's been driving just as long as you have. And
Hmm.
you know how it is. We all have been there. We get complacent with our diets. We don't
Hmm.
exercise, and we fall into a rut of of self-destructiveness, as far as eating and not sleeping right and not taking care of yourself. And it caught up to him, and I think it was like the day after
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. He was at his mom's house, and he said he wasn't feeling good, he wasn't breathing good. And thankfully he caught on to that, and said, "Hey, I don't feel good." They took him to the hospital, and he was having a heart attack as it was happening, mild
Mm.
heart attack. So they had to go in and do triple
As he
bypass
blocked
surgery on him.
it. Damn.
Yeah, yeah,
And you being the
well,
friend and company guy, you flew out
yeah,
to see him in the
yeah.
hospital. I thought that was
Thankfully
pretty
it worked.
awesome.
Yeah, well, thankfully it worked out to where he worked for us, obviously. But it put me in a good position to help him. So um, he obviously wasn't going to be able to retain the truck, so we had to recover it. So I told Chris, I was like, I'm going to be the one to go out there and get it. We're not sending anybody out there to get it but me, so I can make sure that Jukebox gets all of his stuff back, and his it's taken care of and everything. And I felt obligated to help him, so because he's my friend, so I was lucky enough to be able to do that for him. But now he's doing better. He's complete. you can tell by his color and his the way he talks. You can tell he's breathing better, and he's doing better. He's recovering fast, so that's a good thing.
When's he gonna come back driving, or is he? He's gonna retire?
Well, I don't know if he's definitely not planning on going back over the road anytime soon, but he is trying to get set up to where he can do something. I'm not sure what he's probably just going to do some regional stuff with a couple of the guys he knows from his experience out here. So, but OTR full time, I wouldn't recommend it. He's not ready yet. Physically, because he still has to wear. He still has to. They have to when you get open heart surgery, they put you back
Mm.
together because they got to slice you down and break your chest
Oh
open.
yeah.
So when they sew you back up, they put this brace around your chest to hold your ribs together so that you can heal properly.
Oh
And
no.
he has to be able to pass a DOT physical and all that stuff. And he's it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time for him to be able to pass that physical and for him to properly heal correctly.
He-
Because I've seen a lot of guys where they're like, "Oh, I'm fine. I'm going to get back in the truck," and they figure out a way to get their physical done, and then they get back out there and they have another heart attack, because they didn't heal
mhm.
properly, or they end up hurting themselves because they didn't heal properly. So, um, it's different time frame for everybody, but it's at least 6 7 months, minimum, I would imagine, for you to heal. Because I remember when I broke my ribs when I fell in the truck that time when I was working at night transportation, and still to this day,
Yeah.
like when it gets cold or like when I bump into something or I stretch the wrong way, I could still feel my ribs. And like right now, I'm touching the area that I fell on, and I can still feel because your ribs never heal. When you break a rib,
Hmm.
they don't heal. They never heal properly. So, it's the same thing. When you get open heart surgery, it takes time.
Oh
Lots of
man.
time.
Yeah. Yeah, that would probably do me in. I'd be done with it. Screw this.
Yeah, and Larry's not that old.
Oh,
Larry's 52. I think he's 52. 52, 53
yeah.
years
He's not
old,
that
something
old.
like that. So, but I mean, he's still young enough to where he can go and do whatever he wants to do, obviously. But I wish him well. Obviously speedy recovery,
Oh
and
yeah.
he'll be fine. He's like, I just saw his video today. He puts up a video, I think, every other day. And he's doing well. He's doing really good.
Or
So,
does he? I need to go check
mhm.
see if I'm still subscribed. I think I am. I don't know.
Yeah, he's doing good though.
Well, that's good. Portal jukebox. Portal jukebox.
But for him, well, like I told him, like it's like a wake up call, and thankfully he hasn't smoked, since he had. I told him I was like, listen, you better not start smoking again, because he was average
Yeah,
a
he
two
was a
pack
heavy.
two pack a day, 2 packs on minimum 2 packs a day. I was like,
And
I
he
said, you got to
smoked the
stop.
Marlboro Reds, didn't he? The probably the
Yeah, I think so. I
harshest
think
thing
he's
ever.
yeah. They call those things cowboy killers.
Yeah, that's right.
I think that's what he smoked, if I remember correctly. But
Cowboy
even still,
killers.
don't matter what
Yeah.
you're
Get
smoking. But you know, I think
extend yourself.
the nastiest cigarette that I ever smoked was a Newport. That thing, oh, I
Them
could
them men
not smoke a
them are
damn
menthols.
Newport. I
You
like
got a
menthols,
Newport
but
menthol?
yeah, but I just, I could not get down with Newports, man. It was so,
I never
it's
liked menthol
horrible.
cigarettes. It's like I don't know, smoking Robitussin or something to me. It's like
My favorite, my
eucalyptus.
favorite was the Marble Menthol Lights, and then before that, I was smoking Cools,
Ooh,
and
that's probably the worst
yeah,
ones in the. They had that.
yeah,
There's always a big thing going on years ago. Oh, they put fiberglass in their filters, and
yes.
that gets in your lungs.
Supposedly that's what all the menthol. Supposedly that's what all the menthol cigarettes, fiberglass in the tips. That's what makes it minty. Supposedly, I don't know. But yeah, I remember. I remember when I was in the Navy and we would go out to the Navy bars. And this was back in the day. I don't know if you've ever gone to a bar and seen this, but you could comment below if you've ever seen this. You go to a bar and they have the cigarette vendors that would come around and say, "Hey, look, we're giving out free samples. All they got to do is scan your license, and they would give you free cigarettes." And I remember one night, man, they were a couple of different vendors. We were just chain smoking all night long, just one after
Yeah.
another. Oh, forget it, man. Forget about it.
Yeah, it's like we get to a Liberty Port or something and go out in town and always try the local brand cigarettes. There's always some kind of weird thing. Like I remember one in what was it shit, I can't even get it out. Italy, George Washington or something. It was funny. It's like a white pack with a drawing of George Washington on there. So we used to always buy weird cigarettes and
Well, I
see how
remember
the
Lucky
other part of
Strikes.
the world. And oh yeah,
Lucky Strikes were a big thing for a while.
non-filter, Camel non-filter. Man, them some powerful.
Oh God, Jesus!
Them guys that smoked them Camels and Luckies. That mm,
I remember for
good
a
stuff.
while there was this when I was living down in Boca, down in Florida. They had a store where you could go up to the store and pick out your own tobacco and roll your own cigarettes
Yeah,
right there at the store. They had these little machines. You'd pick out your tobacco, and then you'd dump the tobacco into this hopper, and then it would literally, you'd watch like a conveyor belt. All these cigarettes would pop out, and they'd give you
and we
this
got
nice
this.
little sealed Tupperware thing to put them in. And for a while I was doing that because it was cheaper than buying
Yeah,
cigarettes. But
I've got a friend there in Arkansas. She does that. Buys a bag, tobacco.
yep,
You can get any flavor you want,
yep,
menthol, light tobacco, whatever. And you get they call them tubes, just the paper with the filter on the end, and stick in this little
yep,
machine. Get your little
yep.
tobacco in there, and
That's it.
there you go. Roll your own. But I remember the old days, the old school smokers get the bag of tobacco, the 1.5 papers that's what they used them for in those days was tobacco, cigarettes, and they just put the
Yep.
tobacco in there, roll it up. That was a cigarette. That would knock you on
Oh
your
god.
butt.
So,
Yeah.
hey, have you seen any new movies lately? Anything? I haven't been to the movies in a while.
I haven't been.
Anything
I usually
new?
watch some Netflix when I go home, but I can't remember anything right offhand.
I
How
want to
do
check
you?
out that new one that just came out. It's called it's got Greg Batista in it. Something onions and knives. Something. It looks like a pretty interesting movie. And I also want to see that new one with Brad Pitt called Babylon. I heard that was supposed to be a good movie.
Avalon?
Did you see the Top Gun movie?
No,
You didn't see the Top Gun movie?
not the newest one. I've seen the original
You got to
back
see
in the
the new
day.
one. You
Uh,
you being you being a military man, you need to see
that's
Top
I
Gun.
don't see. That's the thing about it being in the military. You can sit there and nitpick every movie, so it kind of ruins it. What
Yeah,
is
but
he doing? They don't
it
do
was
that.
good.
It was, stupid. So,
I'm telling you, you need to check out the Top Gun movie. It's worth it. It's worth a watch.
maybe I'll wait till it gets to Netflix or I'll watch it.
I forget you were the Marines, weren't you? If I remember correctly.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Well,
yeah.
close enough to the Navy,
Uh,
so you could
it's
relate.
a Marine Corps is a branch of the Navy. I still get people say, "Do you know that the Marine Corps is a branch of the Navy?" No, duh. That's one of the first thing they teach you. I
Oh
know
my
it's a branch
god.
of the Navy. What's the big deal about that? Am I supposed to be ashamed of it or something? Get out of here.
God, I love it. I love it. I
Uh,
love it.
but see, my granddaughter's graduating from basic Army in January 26th, so
Oh boy.
yeah, I got Army brat in the family now, so I got
Where's she going to boot camp at Fort Jackson?
yeah,
Oh boy. I went there when I was there for 6 months for combat school when I went to Africa, and oof, it was fun times with being a Navy guy and then having an Army drill sergeant teaching you stuff. It it was hard not hard not to laugh at certain things, because even though it wasn't boot
Oh
camp,
yeah,
it was still
yeah,
training, and you still had to you still had to have military bearing and follow orders and but here we are, a bunch of Navy guys, and all you hear is hooah, 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 hooah. It's the fucking shit all day long. Because
that's
in
crazy.
the Navy and the Marines, it's hooyah, but in the Army, it's hooah, hooah,
Hoorah!
hooah, hooah.
Marine Corps, hoorah,
Yeah, Marine Corps is
hoorah!
hoorah, Navy is hooyah, and then the Army is hooah, hooah, hooah.
In the
Jesus.
Air Force is hey, shots
And the
fired.
and the Coast Guard is, which way do I go? Which way do I go?
That's funny. I always thought that was funny how the Army, Navy, Marines they all pick on each other,
Oh
but
yeah, the
when it's time to take care of business, you better get out of our way. All that
I
teasing that you thought we were
the
against each other, you
well,
mad sadly mistaken.
the coolest part about being in Africa was it was a combined joint task force. So we had everybody over there. We had Army, Navy, Marines, National Guard, Air Force. We all worked together in the same office, and
Space Force, yeah.
it was crazy in the beginning. But hell, I don't know if you could see it, but right up there, I was one of the only Navy guys. eh, Right up where there we go. No wait, yeah, I got an Army Achievement Medal when I was in Africa. A
Yeah.
Navy guy getting an Army, because a lot of people, oh, how the hell do you get an Army Achievement Medal as a Navy guy? Well, when you're in a combined joint task force, you can get any medal or any award. So
Right, yeah.
I got a NAM for the Navy side, for my end of tour award, and I got an Army Achievement Medal on top of it. So I thought that was cool. So
What was y'all doing, or where at in Africa were y'all doing that at?
Djibouti,
Djibouti.
which is right there near Somalia,
Oh, you're
the
down that
Horn
way.
of Africa, the Horn of Africa.
We did some training up in Morocco, but that's way up north part of
Oh yeah,
Africa.
yeah. That's a whole nother animal up there, boy. Were you ever
Yeah.
deployed when you were active? What years were you active?
81 to 85. Remember
Oh yeah,
the Beirut bombing? The terrorist dude drove the truck,
yeah.
the 6.5 ton truck into the building there and killed all the
Vaguely remember.
243
Yeah,
Navy. Well, it was almost every branch had somebody there, but it was
I
mostly
vaguely
Marines.
remember that.
So
So you guys got
we were
deployed out there?
well, yeah. It was like we used to do a 6 month cruise, 6 month float they call it, and go over to the med, float around. If everything was going on, that's what we were there for. So all that
Yeah,
crap going
yeah.
on with Palestinians and all that stuff was going on then, and we was or in Beirut trying to keep. I don't know what the hell we were doing exactly, but we were there.
You were setting the precedence. You were showing force basically. But
Yeah,
you look at the way the world is today, okay, with the way the military is today versus even when I was in and you were in, back then, you were, uh, I hate to say this, but if we had to go against China today, we'd get asses kicked in boots on ground style fight. If you ever seen video of how disciplined Chinese soldiers are and how rooted they are in the stuff they do as far as just the discipline and the
right.
loyalty and all, I think we would get our asses kicked by them. It I hear so many stories of guys going into the military these days, and even when I was in, like, when I went in 2002 to boot camp. And when we were graduating, the new group of recruits were coming in, and they were wearing sneakers and stuff during their P days. And we said to our RDC, "Hey, what are they doing wearing sneakers? Why aren't they in their boondockers?" And oh, well, the rules for boot camp are changing. We're going to be more lenient and easier on you guys. And they gave these new recruits. You know how you had to have your ID card in one pocket. It had to stay there. In your uniform every day. They in
Yeah.
the other pocket they had this thing called a stress card. So that
I
way,
heard
if the
about that.
RDC was in your face drilling you and going, "Get down on that, get push ups," and you felt sad or scared or whatever, you could pull out this stress card, and the RDC or drill sergeant or whatever would have to stop and walk away. I think that's ridiculous. I think that's
That is
against
crazy.
the. I think it's against the whole purpose
Well, it is
of
purpose.
going to boot camp.
It's about discipline and controlling yourself under pressure. Because when you're
Yeah,
getting
because
fired at
that's
or something, so you got the enemy
that's
coming
that,
breathing down
that
your neck.
that's the whole point of going to boot camp. You're there to get
Exactly.
broken. You're there to get
Broken
broken mentally and physically, so that way
and built
when
back up again. Yep.
exactly,
Oh,
and that's what they teach you as a division with your shipmates or your whatever. You're supposed to help each other stay motivated and work together as a team to accomplish the mission. And hold on, I'm feeling stressed. That ain't gonna
yeah.
work on the battlefield. That ain't gonna work at all on the battlefield. Now, I don't know if they still have that. I don't know, but
Yeah, I don't
it
know.
was it was starting to be. My
I'm sure
brother
the
had
Marine
one
Corps
when he
don't
was in
have
boot
that.
camp. My brother went to boot camp a year and a half later after I was in boot camp, and he was like, "Yeah, we had a stress card," and I was like, "What a bunch of
Yeah.
sissies!"
Well, we got a celebrity in the house there, little guy. Look, Brandon Balderas.
Oh, look at the that's the
You
man
know
right there,
Brandon.
Mister
Yeah.
Peaches himself,
Mr. Peach. He's the
Mister.
man.
He's the only
Barachos
trucking
Apparel Company.
He's the only trucking YouTuber
Uh,
that had enough balls to take a dump in a porter potty and take pictures of himself doing it.
Does it all the time. Hold on.
Yes, he does.
I'm back in my
Oh my
truck and I
god.
got he sent me this envelope here. It's got some good stuff in it. Let me show you.
Oh boy, here we go. Let the show begin.
Let this show begin. You know Brandon owns and runs Barak.
Oh
I
yeah,
can't say it
he's
the
done
way
that for
Baracho.
Barachos.
And let's see.
Oh nice. Yeah, I've got a
Funny
couple of
bunch
those
of
myself.
stickers like this.
I
Here's
got to get some new
one.
ones actually. Brandon, you need to send me a message. I need to get some new ones, brother.
That. It's one I like. Kind of I don't know. That's more of a Miami
Yeah, it's a
Vice
nice one.
type looking
Yeah, it's a
thing,
nice one.
And a little business card.
Oh, I like that
I
one.
haven't put any on the
That one's
truck
nice.
yet, but I'm getting ready to. And the Barachos apparel thing there.
I can't believe you went back
Another
to an
one.
international.
Who? Me?
You.
Why? What's wrong with internationals?
Nothing's wrong with
Los
internationals.
Los Angeles was a Peterbilt. I post daily pics from the Barachos headquarters.
Nice. I like that one.
And let's see, what's this? Uh, Hauling Dirty, Riding
Yep.
Clean. City of Los Angeles. And I don't know where I got this one, but this says Left Lane Apparel. What's that? Where'd that come from? Was that in a
Left
bundle
lane.
of? Yeah, I said, what the heck? Yeah, he sent me
Well,
those. Getting ready to put some on the truck. I'll probably put these on my windows under I need to get the PaleriderTV logo on my windows over here. So I'll put these under it probably, like I did the other
I,
truck I had
I
sponsored
gotta make some
or
new
had
stickers for my stuff. I mean, I have all the
represent.
stuff on my. I have all the stuff available
Oh,
on my
you.
Teespring if people want one.
Oh, he owns Left Lane Apparel too. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. I forgot. Sorry.
Well, I'm gonna be ordering me some hats, and I always like the hats. And I was down in Laredo. I go to Laredo a lot. Now you know Laredo. You've been there.
Oh yeah, plenty of
And
times.
Spanish, a lot of Mexicans, Mexican Americans hang out down here. I was wearing a
Uh-huh.
shirt, Barachos Apparel on the back, and this guy, I don't know, works here in the our trailer shop. Gonna said, you know what Barachos means? I said, of course I know what it means. So
Why don't you refresh our
hangs
memory
out,
for
me
everybody that doesn't know what
drunk.
Barachos means?
You're drunk. You're drunk. You're Baracho. You're drunk.
It's good stuff.
So I
I
say,
remember when
yes,
I,
I know what
I
that
remember
means. I know the
when I
guy.
asked Brandon
I'm
that.
I'm friends with the guy that owns Barachos Apparel. You don't think he didn't tell me what it means?
That's
So
funny. It's good times.
yeah, it was funny. He'd
Oh
be
God.
looking at me like, I think that gringo don't know what Baracho means. Hey, I
God.
do. I do.
Orderly Holmes, I do.
Oh, that's funny. Funny stuff.
But anyway,
Good
so
stuff.
yeah, so what day is it, has Matt's been scheduled for this year? What? Let's see. Let's look it up. Let's see what
Yeah, I
dates.
got the email the other day. I can pre-register, but I'm gonna try to get a press pass again. I tried last year and they turned me down. They're pretty strict about getting press passes, but I'm gonna try another one
30,
this year.
30,
If
30
not, I
March to
just
April 1st is when they're doing it this year.
okay. That's good.
So that's gonna be obviously the last week of March. Let's see.
So I'm gonna
It's
try
always
to make
usually
that.
a Thursday,
Yeah,
Thursday,
Thursday,
Friday,
Friday,
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yep. Yep. The last week of April, March. I don't know if they're gonna have any special stuff this year, but here, let's see. Event info. Let's see what they got.
We're gonna be special, special. Yeah, I'm gonna go hang out. I
Uh,
guess I'll go.
it's always fun to go there, just to show up and say hi to everybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna see everybody, and I'm gonna do a lot of walking. But I hang out with Snow Lord and guys over there,
Yep.
and whatever. I'm sure I'm not gonna get anybody to pay a rider. We like to sponsor you. Come to the show. We'll pay your hotel room and everything. Okay, yeah, sure, right.
God, on Thursdays.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna try to make it there. Try to make it.
I'm gonna. I had a lot of fun at the when I took my truck, the Western Star, up to here. Let me get it real quick. I haven't taken it down in a minute, but I got this participation.
He gets
Oh,
up and
excuse me.
freezes. They're just on
I
my
got
end. Oh, there he is.
I got this
Oh, you got the
participation
trophy.
trophy for the Iowa 80 of 2021,
Oh yeah, I remember that.
and then I got uh, first place in the Western Star Division at the Truckers uh, Gear Jammer Magazine Truck Show in 2021. I won first place in the Western Star Division with my truck. So
Brandon Banderas says Trucker District is sponsoring him at Matt's. We were just talking about him a while ago.
yes,
That's
yes,
funny.
good times, good times.
Uh,
But yeah, I got two trophies, so it's good enough for me.
I don't have no trophies. Oh, wait, I do have a trophy. Where is it?
You got a trophy? Where's it at? Sure. Put it on the glass. Put it on the glass.
1.5 million miles, bitches. That's right. That's
Oh,
my
that's right.
trophy.
That's right. You got to get that thing framed in a nice frame.
It's a plaque.
Oh, even better. Look at that. There you
Plaque.
go.
Yeah, it's a plaque. Hang on my wall at the Rider TV compound
There you go.
when I get
There
home.
you go.
And I got a jacket, a Carhartt jacket with
Oh,
Rider
nice.
TV. I had to put on it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
what else? What else, Keith? What else?
Oh, anybody got any questions? Anybody got any questions? Put them in the chat with little guy, or you can ask me something if you think I might know anything. But really, I don't know anything. But you can try
I like
anyway. I
it.
might be able to figure something out.
That's funny. I like that. You can ask me a question if you think I might know something. Oh shit!
But
He's,
okay,
LVC said today everybody gets a trophy. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna
Now,
lie. The little one was a participation trophy for being at Iowa 80, but the other one says first place, so that one actually counts. So
yeah, that counts. But
that
do you
definitely
know
counts.
what the 99-cent cronies are? Have you seen that scrolling down there on the
Yeah,
bottom
I
screen?
see it. You want to go ahead and
Do you
explain it
know?
to everybody?
Do you know what that is? You too.
Isn't that
Anybody
the
can
membership,
become
the YouTube membership
exactly.
thing? Yeah, yeah.
You got it. Anybody can be a 99-cent crony for only 99 cents a month.
Can't
Yeah.
beat that.
Can't
Can't
beat
beat
that.
that.
Can't beat that. Yeah. See, I even got the
Jerome Jones
thing.
just walked in on your side of the chat.
Jerome Jones.
He said, "What
What
did I
you
miss?
miss? You missed the whole
You,
thing.
you missed the whole thing,
Yeah.
the whole debauchery, the whole. I had my shirt off. I had Pale
Oh,
Rider put his underwear on his head. You missed it all.
ah. See, I've got the 99-cent crony background there, so me too. It should be. I
Oh
don't know.
boy.
Get a moderator on here to put the link in the chat.
Hell, I could do that right now. Hold on. Let's
If I
see
can
here.
talk one of the moderators to do that. Gary
Let's
Bates, what
see.
did you miss? You missed a lot.
Let's see here.
Little guy had confession. I had a confession from the old days. What we
Let's
used
see
to,
here.
military stuff we used to do. No, I'm just kidding. You didn't miss anything. But you can watch the replay later. You can even watch it on my channel or Little Guy's channel because he's I don't know what you call that mirror. You
I don't know. Sharing
mirroring
your
my
mirroring
video.
your stuff. Yeah, yeah. But you don't. I'm on your video right now. You don't have a link in the description box for the 99 cent
I don't
cronies, so I
I
can't
don't know. I
share it.
don't have a link in the description. I know that, but you have to.
Let me see. Here, hold on.
Daniel usually
Oh yeah.
does it, but I don't think he's busy working tonight, so I don't think he's can do it.
Let me see if I can. Yeah, it's not in any of your description box. You got to add that to your description box.
I do. It should be a thing when you on the video. It should be a join button there.
Let's see here. Well, I'm clicking on the screen at the bottom
Just
where
go
it's
to
scrolling.
YouTube. Go to
Mm.
YouTube and go in and see if
Well,
you can get
I'm
that.
on your. Hold on. Let me go back.
Get off of mine and
No, it's got to be on yours. That's where it would be. Let's see
yeah.
here. Let me go back to yours
Start
one
over.
second.
Start over.
Here we go. I'm on your channel now.
Oh yeah, I was going to
Yeah,
mention Joy.
yeah. It doesn't give me the option to. Hold on. Let me go to your channel. Channel. Let me try that. Oh, somebody just shared the restream link. Daniel shared the restream link. But is
That's
there a link? Is there a link for the
at
cronies
Restream
thing?
new event invitation.
Is there a link for the cronies thing? I wonder.
That should be the membership link.
Let me click
And
on one of your
Daniel put in
vlogs to
there.
see.
You're
Let me click
invited.
on one of your
No, that's
vlogs.
right.
Show me.
That's a restream link.
Yeah. Yeah,
You're
you
right.
don't you gotta
In
add
the
the
membership
link for
link.
the cronies thing. Let's see here. Where the hell's your membership thing at? PaleriderTV. Join. Oh, here we go. Join. Let's see if I could figure out how to share this. Hmm. Uh, is it gonna
There
let
it
me
is. You
share it?
got it now. There it is. Daniel got it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. Cool.
But you
Cool.
can
Cool.
put
It
it. You
won't
can
let.
do it anyway. You can do it anyway.
I'm looking to see how to share the damn thing. Hmm. Interesting. Oh shit. Okay. Anyway, so we got Daniel in the house. What's up, Daniel?
Delete
Better
the
late than
question.
never.
Okay. Let me. I want to delete it to here. Now I'm gonna do it
Do
to
do do
here.
do 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 do.
Delete. Go to channel. Whoops. Cancel.
There we go. I'm gonna share that on
Or
my end.
is your. I don't know what I'm doing. Let me delete it from.
I'm gonna share it on my end for you, so that way folks see it.
Can't delete
With
the thing, Daniel. It says block, put user in timeout, or add to block list. I don't want to do any of that. I may have done it by accident. I don't know. No, he's still in there. Let's leave it. You delete
yeah.
your comment. These
All
are
right, here we
either
go.
hello drivers lineup. Yeah, let's see. 99-cent crony. Little grass show. There it is. You got it.
Boom.
YouTube.com. Yeah, that'd be the right one, I believe.
Yeah, it takes you right to your channel. Anyway, so what
And
else?
yeah, see, I pinned that by accident. Unpinned
What
messages.
else? Let's see. Uh,
But yeah, what I was going to talk about Joy and
hey, how about this? How about
me,
are
myself,
you?
and I.
Is
Me,
anybody
myself.
planning on going to the Great Lakes Big Rig Challenge this year? Because I missed it last year, but I really want to go again. I want because I went
Great
that
late.
first year. Yeah, it's the truck drag racing event that they have up there on
Yeah,
the Canada line, and I did a video of it
Canadian.
back in
Yeah, I remember that.
2019. It was a blast. It was so much fun.
No,
So much
that's a little
fun.
bit too far north for me.
I remember
I
I
get
took a load.
nosebleeds when I get that far north.
I delivered a load up in somewhere way up in Michigan, and then I bobtailed all the way up there to that track where the show is, and it was a blast, man. It was so much fun. It was such a change from the norm of a truck show. You know what I'm saying? Watching trucks do burnouts and they did stuff like that at GBATs. Are they going to do GBATs this year, or did they do it last year? Because I
I
missed it
don't know.
again.
They do it every other year now, so I'm not. I can't.
Let's look it
I
up.
think they're going to have it
GBAT.
this year. G-Bats is another one I always enjoyed, but they had to change it to every other year. So why are y'all messing with these truck shows?
Yeah, let's
Cats and
see.
G-Bats, and I remember that year that G-Bats
Yeah,
with Tex, man, he took me up there
it looks like.
swinging.
Oh no,
Man, had a good old time.
they did it last year, so that means they're probably not going to do it this year.
Oh man,
That was last year they did it, and I missed it. But there's so
I
many
did
great
too. I
truck
didn't go
shows.
nothing. Yeah, I
You
know
ever
there's a
go to the
bunch of 'em.
You ever go to
Uh,
the one down in Florida, the 75 Chrome Shop one?
No, I haven't been to that one yet. I wouldn't mind
That's
getting to that
that's a
one
good
too.
that's a good show. That is a amazing show. That's an amazing show right there. Especially with the weather being nice, 95% of
Yeah,
the time. That's a
yeah.
good time. That's a good time. Well, Daniel's up out of here. So next G match, Stormlord said G match. They should have another one this year, but let me look. Let me go back to their site. Chrome Shot Mafia. Let's see. G match.
G-Bad.
Save the date. So they're doing. They're going to do it. It looks like they are going to do it September 21st through the 23rd this
Of
year.
2023.
Yeah. Uh huh.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yep.
All right. Cool beans.
Sweet.
That's another one that it goes to.
Yep. I haven't been to one of those yet, but I want to go.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't know how to go. You know, they're different than the rest of them. Everything there is outside, and
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
just trucks just lined up for
Oh
ever.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Yep.
It's ridiculous. It's
I
cool.
remember two years ago when we did the Gear Jammer magazine truck show. I got there, the first day to get set up and get the truck ready and everything. But I think it was like the second day there was trucks still rolling in, and there were so many of them they couldn't fit them inside the racetrack, and they were turning trucks away, they couldn't fit them. And last year they had the same problem, and this upcoming year they're changing the venue to a bigger event so that they can fit more trucks. Because the trucker Gear Jammer
Mm.
magazine is a show is growing every year. So,
Yeah, I wouldn't mind
but
making
yeah,
Iowa 80 one year too. Iowa 80.
Iowa 80 was fun. I had a good time with that. It was a good time. There was a lot of people there. It's an easy truck show to see a lot of your friends. It's kind of like Matt's because it's at the Iowa 80 for crying out loud. So everybody and their mothers there, you know, and
Yeah.
there's guys always coming in and coming out. Even if they don't have a lot of time to spend like the whole weekend there, there's always guys popping in and popping out on their 10-hour break or whatever just to say hello.
Yeah.
And but again,
Hello.
it's again if it's an outside show. So if the weather sucks, then the show sucks. So
Yeah, exactly.
I wish they would bring back GATS. I mean, shit,
I know, man. I miss cats. That
all
was the best.
indoor, all indoor show.
It was so easy for me. I didn't have to worry about taking the trailer in there. You know, we got the yard in
Yeah.
Garland. I could just bobtail down there and
My favorite
chill
part
out.
about
Oh man, it
GATS
was so
was
nice.
the my favorite part about GATS was me and Tex. Every time we would go to GATS, me and Tex
Yeah.
Crowley would set up outside that giant door, and
Right.
all the
Yeah.
trucks come rolling out. And you know how Tex is. Tex has got like 8 different
Yeah.
guys carrying cameras and 360 cameras, and he's running around with his camera. And if you go on my channel, one of the main videos that's on my main, it's the show truck rollout of GATS. And every year that I ever did GATS, it was always awesome watching those trucks roll out of the building up underneath
Yeah.
the awning, blowing their air horns and it echoing off of the metal roof. And it made it 10 times louder than any other spot where the trucks would roll out. And that was the best part of the show, hands
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. I seen Texas videos on the rollouts.
Yeah, the rollouts was the best. I'm sorry, but out of all the different things that GATS would have, the rollouts had to be the best. Whereas with Mats, they do I think it's the first night they do the parade where the trucks go through town and stuff like that. They do the same thing at a lot of truck shows where they take the trucks through town, and then the second night they have the light show and they do the fireworks and all that stuff. So, but it's just like I
That's,
said, if the weather's good, then you'll be all right. But if the weather's not good, forget about
that's like G-Bats, man. That night, the convoy they shut down
it.
the whole town there. Everybody
Yep,
lines
yep.
up down Main Street, and that was awesome. Like a street party when all the
Oh
trucks
yeah.
got down there and parked. Like a street party, man. People, cool, cool stuff. It was all for charity.
Yep. Yep.
And them guys
And
pay good money to be at the front of the line as a convoy.
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They bid and they just outbid each other, and I mean tens of
Yep.
thousands of dollars just to be the first truck. It's all good cause, good charity.
Oh
So
yeah. Oh yeah. I think what was it last year? The guy that was in the line for what show was it? Well, there's the guy, the YouTube channel, Semi Casual. They have a really large YouTube channel up. They do all the Davis brothers, Peterbilt and stuff like that, and they have their own chat. Well, I think they have their own. They have their own. Last year was the first year they had their own show, the Semi Casual Truck Show, and their headquarters is where the Davis brothers shop is, where they build all them custom Peterbilts that you see driving around at the truck shows and stuff like that for what's that company? Shit, I'm having a brain fart. Anyway, but look up Semi Casual. Those two guys, their videos is nothing but how to customize a truck, a Peterbilt. And they do a lot of giveaways, and they're doing, all types of crazy stuff on their channel. And that's a cool channel to watch right there. If you don't know about those guys, it's called Semi Casual.
semi-casual.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. I'm not subscribed. I hate to say this. I'm not subscribed to. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm not subscribed. I don't watch a lot of trucking videos, trucking industry videos, but
Yeah, well, I mean, see, that's
I,
the other thing too.
very few, very handful of people.
Everybody and their mother is a YouTube trucker nowadays too. So thankfully for guys like me and you, and some of the
Oh
other
yeah.
veterans in YouTube trucking, like we started out back in the day when YouTube trucking was still in its infamy. Whereas today, everybody's a YouTube trucking or YouTube something. So I'm
Yeah, I know.
grateful. uh,
I'll come across a trucking channel and this guy got 250,000 subscribers. Well, his last video got 85,000 views. What the heck's he doing different than the rest of us?
yeah, yeah.
I never figured that out. I don't
Well, some
understand
some
it. I
guys,
mean,
some
those.
videos, some channels just happen to be in the right place at the right time. And that's all it takes. I mean, look at my channel for instance. Look at for years, okay, back in the beginning, for years, my highest viewed video wasn't even a trucking related video. It was the video that I did with my son's Power Wheels, where I took his Power Wheels and converted it from 12 volt to 24 volt. That video
Well,
had over
yeah.
a million views within 3 months, and it stayed at the top of the charts for years. Like, let's
Mm,
see here. Let me go to my channel for a second. Let's see. Let's take a look at something here. Let's go to content. Let's see here. I show you here. Hold on. See if I can see it. Videos. Where is it? I don't know if it's gonna. Yeah, top videos. My top video right now is the walkthrough tour of the 2020 Volvo that we had at RST, and
yeah.
my my the simulator video that I did at Prime years ago, where I ran over the dog, is still one of the highest viewed videos on my channel. Let me
You still
see
got
if
your
I can.
travel local videos up there?
Everything is still up there. Yeah, I never
Yeah,
deleted.
you don't delete anything. Yeah,
I,
that's
I-
good.
my entire YouTube career from day one of truck driving school. That's when the channel started. Day one of
Hmm.
trucking school, and everything is still there. Uh, let's see here.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, so wow, that's the so you go onto your analytics and see it's crazy. Like the video that I did, how to prevent your windshield wipers from freezing, is doing better in the last 28 days That
Oh
video
yeah.
has 1,951 views in the last 28 days. It's crazy.
Oh yeah. It's that time of
Let's
year,
see
and the
here.
people are
Yeah.
searching for that kind of stuff. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's see here. I know there's a way to find it. Let me. It's got to be a way here. Hold on. To see the highest viewed, and I still think the highest viewed one is that the Volvo video. Let me see here. Hold on. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Analytics videos.
oh,
Let's see. Uh, Filter views. Here we go. Uh, Hold on.
yeah, need to start LVC. Need to start zapping yourself with your taser again.
Oh God! Don't start with that shit. Jesus Christ. Yeah. So let's see here. The video that I did with my dad has a lot of views.
Is
Why
that
don't
one
I
when he's
see
doing the
the?
house?
Well, no, that's the one where he had his truck up on the dumper when he was doing
Oh, okay.
the wood chips.
I
Let's
I
see
like the
here.
one you did with they're setting up their house and
That
digging
was
all
pretty
that. That was
neat.
interesting. Yeah, that was a neat video.
That was pretty neat. Let's see here.
What's up, George? Yeah,
Oh
that was a
crap!
neat
Hold on.
video. That was interesting.
Yeah, yeah. I thought it was pretty wild how they were able to do all that.
Yeah, crazy.
Let's see here. See more. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Damn it! I cannot remember how to. What tab it's under? Under the. I have Tube Buddy. You have Tube Buddy for your stuff? I forget. You have that?
I tried it. I didn't
That's
pay
what I'm
for it.
using. It shows me
I don't.
every
I never had.
single thing here. But I
I
can't
know.
find the tab where it shows the highest viewed video. Hold on, let me. I'm gonna keep
I
digging
never
here. Hold
found
on.
you, TubeBuddy to help that much. I think that's more of the guys that just sit at their desk and do like electronic reviews and stuff like that. That's
Well, it
not for
definitely
us
helps you out.
trucking vloggers. Yeah,
It
some of
shows
it, but
you it shows you all the
you,
different
you can get most
stuff.
of that in your analytics anyway.
Yeah.
Especially now
Uh
they got so detailed in the analytics YouTube has.
yeah.
But I never paid for the paid version of TubeBuddy. I think vidIQ is probably better than TubeBuddy, if you know what that is.
Maybe. Uh
vidIQ, yeah.
I don't know.
But
I know that I'll
I
find it
just
here.
don't
Hold
see
on.
paying that much money for something that not going to do
Here, I think
help you
it
that
might be
much.
easier to just do on my damn phone, believe it or not. Content. Let's see here. Sort by views. Here we go.
It should have a tab for most popular or something.
So my highest viewed video currently is the little guy driving the training simulator. 1.9 million views,
Wow,
and then Power
that's
Wheels
awesome.
conversion. Power Wheels 24-volt conversion is 1.2 million, and then the
Damn.
2020 Volvo VNL 860 walkthrough tour has 887,000. My white Volvo walkthrough has 563,000. When I was working at night and I was hauling grain and I had my truck up on the dumper, that one's got 375,000. Uh, and then the white
Damn.
Volvo again has 328,000. And then listen to this: how to polish your wheels. That video is on 298,000. And then CB video Early morning truck crash. Let's see what else. This got high views. The video with my dad, another CB video. Qualcomm videos got a lot of views. Jesus Christ, there's some videos on here that it's crazy because there's videos on here that weren't on here a year ago, like in the top,
Yeah.
you know. And I'm looking at it, and now they're on there. They've got all these views out of the middle of nowhere. It's crazy, 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 crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Blowing vape bubbles. Me and my brother-in-law did that video. That video's got over 100,000 views. Like, who would have thought? That's crazy. It's crazy to see the Travel Loco video when I got the W900, 92,000 views. It's crazy. Great Lakes Big Rig Challenge videos up to 88,000. A lot of wow. This is bringing me back through memory lane. Holy cow!
Yeah. I've never had any videos get that many views.
I
Think my
still think
highest
you need
viewed
to.
videos in 50 something thousand.
I still think you need to reinvent the what video.
The
Those were
what
some,
video?
yeah, the one when you were talking to yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Those were hilarious.
I don't
Okay.
know. Yeah, they're hilarious, but I don't know.
Come on, come on. You should redo those videos. You should go back and watch them and then recreate them. Because those videos are what, 10, 15 years old. You know,
Yeah, I think the
I'm
first one
telling
I
you.
done in 2010. I
That's what
was
I'm
with
saying.
Epps when I did the very first one. I remember I stopped at the rest area coming down Fancy Gap there on 77. So you hit North Carolina, there's a rest area there. I pulled in there and did. But the one
They're
video I
hilarious.
did about ended up three of us. When I'm talking about the map, I, I got the old atlas that's falling apart, and myself says, "What are you doing?" And then me says, "Oh, look, you need to get a GPS and all that stuff."
What?
And that guy comes
God.
out of the back, out of the sleeper. Would you shut up? I'm trying to get some
I
sleep.
gotta
And
be I gotta be honest with you. Okay, that video inspired me to do the Joey videos. Okay.
nah,
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I saw those videos way back when I first started trucking, and I'm like, and then years later, Joey came out of it. I was like, this would be a perfect way to do some goofy shit.
yeah,
So
yeah. I remember
not
seeing
that
the
I
Joy videos,
stole
and I
your
said, "Wait a
idea, but
minute."
your idea
Yeah, I know. I
inspired
was
me.
like,
So.
I think I came up. This was my idea. What's he doing? That was before I knew you. I just
Oh yeah, this is way
this
back
guy.
when. Hell,
Yeah,
I wasn't
you
even
know,
on
like you
YouTube at
never
the
know
time.
what I might do. I got my other channel that don't have anything to do with trucking. I've been working on that one a little bit. So
Oh.
in fact, I just uploaded a video on that channel. It's gonna, well, it's still private, but it's kind of a. You might not like my content over there. To say that.
What channel is this you're talking about?
Uh, KP Law News, Arkansas. It's kind of
Hold on,
a
let's. I gotta go
First
see. What's it
Amendment
called? KP Law.
News, Arkansas. I do a lot of cop watch or transparency, make sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Okay, okay,
Point out the bad
KP.
cops, ones that get
Oh,
arrested for
okay.
beating up people. And I, the last one on there, you see the chase. Watch that one. That's pretty good one. They starts out in my hometown, Arkansas. They chase a guy all the way over to Little Rock, and the state troopers take over. Now, Arkansas state troopers are notorious for the pit maneuver, and they pitted this guy out.
So wait, so this is your
And
other channel? This is
yeah,
this is your other
yeah,
KP Laws News Arkansas. This is your other stuff right here?
yeah,
No shit. I'm gonna have to subscribe right now.
cool.
But what? So how did
Yeah.
so that's a whole other animal right there. Like, so let's talk
Yeah, it's
about
a
that for a
whole
second.
different. I don't anything. Don't even
How do
anything to do with
you
trucking.
how do you get all the footage? What's the like? For instance, Ike does Bonehead Truckers, and people send him footage of people doing
You
stupid shit.
gotta.
So like
You just gotta
with
know how to get
yours,
it.
well, that's what I'm
Well,
saying. That's
you gotta do what they call open records request. Now,
okay.
Arkansas is pretty lenient. The only thing Arkansas, you got to be a resident, but you can, like, I know the lady that does it for CAP, but I just put in a open records request. I need body cam footage from certain date. If you got the case number, that helps. I know the lady that does Arkansas. I just tell her it was a certain date, and I need the dash cam footage from the trooper on this such and such thing, okay, and they'll send it to you. They don't charge. Now, when I was in
Awesome.
Texas, I had that incident with the trailer. When the trailer brakes locked up, when I slid off the road, somebody called 911, said I was fell over or whatever, and the
Oh
cops
God.
showed up, the fire department. So I try to get all that body cam footage from the cop and the 911 calls and everything. He wanted to charge me for that stuff, like $75.
That's
I said,
crazy. But
yeah, it's
how
just
does
I
that
couldn't afford.
work with how does that work with you monetizing those videos and
I don't know. I haven't made it there yet.
oh okay. But like and obviously that stuff is uh it's free to use. Yeah, it's like there's like you won't get in trouble for posting videos of that
Right.
stuff, obviously. Yeah.
No, it's
Well, that's
not copyright or anything. If that's what you're worried about.
I'm definitely gonna check this out. This is you got
But talking about going
1,000.
viral, I got a short video I did early on, and it's like almost 700,000 views. It's a short
Yeah,
video that's not even my content. I borrowed it from somebody,
let's take a look here.
and it's like 700,000
You got
views.
11,000 on that one with the police parked in no parking zone. You got
11,000? Oh, oh.
11,000 on
Well,
the
that's the
police parked
short.
in no. Yeah, and then you got
That's the
six hundred
short.
and sixty thousand of major cop walk of shame.
Um.
660,000. Jeez Louise.
Well, see, the
See,
thing
that's
about shorts, they don't count all that against for your watch time.
really.
So yeah, so only
I'm
thing
wondering
I
how they're
got out of
gonna
that
mark.
video was got me over 1,000 subscribers. So I did make that.
Yeah, I'm wondering how they're gonna market or how they're gonna legislate paying, monetizing the shorts. I'm wondering what the rules are gonna be.
I don't know, but that's going to
If they
start in
don't go
February.
against your
So,
watch time, I'm wondering how they're gonna pay you, I guess, or whatever. And
but
then
see,
wait
I
a
go
minute
to
though. Here's the thing. How are you gonna monetize a short if there's no ads? Are they gonna have an ad at the bottom of the
I
screen,
don't
or
know.
what do you?
I don't know.
Because I don't want to
I
start
don't know.
seeing fucking ads before shorts. That's gonna be a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
Shorts are
I don't know. They'll
designed for you to
probably
just keep
figure out
strolling.
something.
So you know.
I'm sure they'll figure out something. They're trying to get all the quick traffic from TikTok.
I miss when Snapchat used to be fun. Snapchat used to be it, but not anymore. So
I'll go to my city council meetings and I'll record that and
okay, cool.
other. I'll cover other stuff, but I we got a sheriff there in my county. He's kind of a shitbag. I'll just say it. And he been caught on camera assaulting inmates, and a couple inmates
Oh,
that
that ain't
passed
good.
away in his custody that they probably could have got help. One guy was in so much pain he was crying for like 6 hours, and they just ignored him. He ended up passing away, and they tried to cover it up and everything. So he did some
That's
deep
insanity.
stuff. So that's my sheriff, and then you got just a lot of Arkansas law enforcement where they had that one deputy up in another county. They beat the crap out of some guy. They slammed his head into the ground, and somebody recorded it. Ended up getting fired and charged and everything else. So.
Well,
stuff like that.
nowadays you can't get away with shit like that nowadays. You're gonna get caught. You're gonna get in trouble. Everywhere
I
you
know.
go, there's a camera on
There's cameras
buildings. There's
everywhere.
people walking around with their cameras on their phones at the ready. Oh, I can't wait to. Hopefully today I'll be able to catch somebody doing something stupid.
But you'd be surprised that there's a lot of cops that think that you can't record them. That
Oh
there's
yeah, there's
the
so
First
many
Amendment for
uneducated.
one, and you got the Supreme Court and so much case law that backs up you have the right to film your government workers in the course of their duties.
There's so
And
many
cops still
police
think, oh,
officers
you
that are.
can't record me without my permission.
Yeah,
Get
you
the
can.
heck out of here. So,
There's so many.
and they will arrest these guys and come up with some disorderly conduct or trespassing or something. You can't
Until the
trespass me
video
from
comes
public
out
property.
during when the video comes out in court, then it'll be their ass though.
Yeah, a lot of cases
See, but
get
that's the thing.
dismissed. A lot of lawsuits. There's guys now that
That
got lawsuits on these people.
that's the thing that sucks though. I give these guys that go out there and make these videos, I give them a lot of credit, but you're looking for trouble is when you do stuff like that. You're really. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. If you're the type of person that has the time and the money for a lawyer, because it only takes that one cop to be an asshole, like you said, to throw your ass in jail for a crime that you didn't commit, just to justify you filming or whatever, and then hope, because most people, they don't have the time or the means to secure a lawyer on a retainer for stupid shit like that. They're hoping that you're just going to pay the fine and yada yada yada. But it's those other guys that are
Right.
well equipped and ready for that type of stuff. Yeah, go ahead and arrest me. I want you to arrest me, please. I want you to arrest me. Those are the guys that aren't playing around, that are ready to go. But I still think
Or
it's
there's a lot
it's
of them that do that. They'll take an
yeah,
arrest for something stupid when it's blatant that they're getting their rights violated, whether it be the first, fourth, fifth, whatever. So,
yeah. But even
yeah,
still, it's crazy because you really it's like those videos you see of the what is it, the immigration checkpoints down there in Texas and New Mexico and Arizona. You know what I'm talking about? When you drive your
yeah, I
truck
know.
through
I
there,
go through it all
and
the
you
time.
see a lot of those guys busting their balls. Are you American citizen? I don't have to tell you that. I don't have to. I don't have to roll my window down. I don't have to do this.
Uh,
I don't have, bro. Just stop it
See,
with the
that's the thing
BS.
about it. That's the different. The Supreme Court has ruled that Border Patrol legally can do that. So,
What, like that video where they broke that guy's window and pulled him out of his truck?
well, just I don't know. I don't agree with it, but
You saw that
it's
video. You know the one I'm talking about, right?
yeah,
The
it was
Swift
Swift
driver.
driver. I think yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of dumb. And just say I don't answer questions or something like that. Most time they'll let you okay get the heck out of here. But still, I mean, just I don't agree with it. I don't think it's right. But
Yeah,
just
because you have the right to
I'm in a
remain
truck,
silent.
right? But see, I'm in a truck. I got somebody else's freight. Somebody's depending on this freight under contract to get it to point A to point B, and I'm sitting there messing around with something. That's not, if I was on my own or something, it might be a little bit different story. Might challenge it or something, but I can't
Right.
do that not right
No,
now.
that's what
But
I'm saying.
yeah,
I wouldn't have the balls
now, but
enough to start trouble like that.
yeah, I'm gonna say get the hell out of here.
Yeah,
Unless you pull me over for a traffic stop. Like if you're
that's
just walking
different
down
though.
the sidewalk in the public and some cop comes up to you and says, "I need to see your ID," you know what?
Oh, then yeah, then all bets are off. All bets
You
are off at
tell them
that point.
this. Say, "Go screw yourself, Mister Nazi man."
Yeah, no, see, that's different. Like, because
Yeah,
you have to have probable cause at that point, and you do see a
right.
lot of videos of that where people are minding their own. What was it? I just saw this one the other day where this old man got detained for carrying. He was legally blind, and he got
I got that
detained.
video on my channel. It's on there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So you know
Yeah,
the
I know what you're talking about.
that guy that was bullshit. That whole situation. They had the cop and the supervisor. They're like, fuck it, we're just gonna arrest you. For
Yeah.
after they saw that he wasn't carrying a gun, they should have just
Right.
walked away. But I don't know. I didn't see part two of that video. What ended up happening? What was the end result? I'm
Well,
sure
they
he won
dropped the
that case.
charges. They dropped the charges and even sued him or something, but the female officer got suspended for I don't know how long. Wasn't that
Oh yeah,
long.
that's right.
The
They
the
both got suspended.
sergeant got demoted down to
Yeah.
regular, and he cannot be promoted or anything for like another 2 years. So he screwed up. He screwed up
And,
big time.
and not only that, police officer the job, okay, as a police officer, they don't get paid shit. I mean
Well, they,
for the amount of stuff that they go through, they
I
don't
don't know.
get paid
LBC will
enough.
back me up on this one. LAPD and all them guys out in California, they're up to a couple hundred thousand. Even one was making
Oh,
like 400,000. But of
Jesus.
course, it's California and it costs more out there. But still,
Yeah, but damn,
LBC
I
would
mean,
tell you that.
that's crazy,
I don't know.
But I don't know. I think it would be a noble, honorable job to be a police officer, but there's just too much shit they put up with. Going out on domestic calls, car crashes, having to see dead bodies and shit like that. And you got to have your mind strapped on tight for a job like that.
Yeah, that's a
And then
problem. A lot of them don't.
I was talking with my wife the other day about the worst rated jobs in the country, in the world, and the worst as far as suicide goes. A corrections officer is rated the worst job, and then like being a truck driver is like right up there in the running of the worst job. And I disagree with that because, I've said it on my channel plenty of times. The truck can become a 6x6 rolling jail cell, and you can get depressed
Oh, yeah.
real easy as an over the road driver. Especially if you don't have any friends or family or someone to talk to. You can get very lonely very quick. But
Oh, yeah, yeah.
to be a corrections officer, to get paid to sit in jail all day long, no, I'm sorry. And those guys don't get paid shit either. Oh my god, forget about it. You know,
Yeah, but
I couldn't do that job. There's no way I could do that.
I couldn't
Forget that
either. I
shit.
wouldn't do it.
No way. I'd rather be a janitor before I was a
I got
corrections
a
officer.
I got a conscience. I couldn't do
Yeah. I'd rather be a damn janitor than be a damn corrections officer. You couldn't pay me enough to be a
I hear you.
I'd rather be, like let's say, okay, well, you got to pick something in the jail. You pick a job. I would want to be like a therapist or something like that to help people, get better. But to just be a plain old CO, no, 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 not happening.
I hear you. I can't know. I wouldn't do it. A
I don't know how those
part-time
guys do it.
lifeguard
Period.
in Orange County was making 250K a year working part-time. It
Really,
had to do with the
part
union he
time.
was in. Yeah, lifeguard, and they get platinum health care for life, guaranteed pensions.
Jesus. See, that's the jobs.
California, the Union
That's
State.
that's the way to do it. These like there's certain states that have. I know New York, New Jersey, they still have unions and stuff for trucking and stuff like that. But what was that movie? Did you ever see the movie The Irishman with Robert De Niro and Al Pacino and
Yeah,
all
yeah.
them, where they were
Of
talking
course.
about if it came on a truck,
Yeah.
Or if you've got it, it came on a truck, and I was like, wow, look at this shit. I didn't know. I didn't know that it
Yeah.
was that crazy. Back
Are
then
you talking Jimmy
with
Hoffa? That
yeah,
was
that's but
that was the
I
trucker
didn't
union
even
guy. What the
and
hell?
I learned a lot about history from that movie. And another one that I just learned a lot about was the Elvis movie that came out this summer. Did you see the Elvis movie?
No.
Th- I'm telling you right now, I did not know that Elvis's manager was the prime cause
The
of all
Colonel?
of yeah, the Colonel.
Yeah. He was a
I had
scumbag,
no
man.
clue. I had no clue who the guy
You
even
had no
was.
clue.
I had no well, I
Well,
mean,
Elvis,
that was
w-
back then, I
what
just,
year were you born in?
83, and he
So you
died
weren't
what,
alive when
79?
Elvis. Yeah.
He died what,
I was
79 or
alive.
something like that?
I grew
Yeah.
up with Elvis, so that was a big deal when he died and all that shit about
Yeah,
the
and
Colonel and
yeah, I had
the
no
Elvis,
idea.
Memphis Mafia. Yeah, he had a
Yeah,
that manager you had. He was horrible, but
ruthless
he
son
made
of a
him a lot of
bitch.
money. But he made a lot of
And
money.
and and if you
Give
didn't
him
see
that.
the movie, but guess who plays the part as the Colonel?
Uh,
I don't know if you know, but Tom Hanks plays the
oh, really?
Colonel, and if you know how Tom Hanks is, Tom Hanks nails every fucking part that he plays, and he did an amazing job acting in that movie. But I had no idea that the
Yeah.
Colonel was the one doping him up like that, and in the movie they show everything. They show all of the stuff that happened from the beginning to the end of his life, and it's pretty crazy shit, man. Pretty crazy shit. And also, the guy that plays the part of Elvis, the young guy, he fucking nailed that part. I'm telling you,
Who plays
you'd
him?
like. I don't remember the guy's name, but whoever the guy that plays him learned how to walk and talk Elvis and nailed it. Even looks like him
Mm,
too, a little bit. But I highly recommend you. It's a long movie. It's like 3.5 hours long, but if you like Elvis, you'll love that movie. You'll like it a lot.
yeah. Well.
And speaking of Tom Hanks, did you see the movie that came out 2 years ago called Greyhound? The Navy movie, the World War II
No.
Navy. Watch, bro. It's about the uh, destroyer escorts that would escort all the ships across the Atlantic and have to fight the U-boats. And
Hmm.
that was an amazing movie it's called Greyhound. Really, really good movie. That was a good movie
Greyhound.
too. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
telling you,
Greyhound.
those two movies put on your list of movies to watch. Or how about this
Uh,
one? This one's a little more rugged and hardcore. How about The Hateful Eight? It's on Netflix.
yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
That was a good one. I liked that one a lot.
Of course.
You know what? I just got done binge watching. Actually, I just for the first time ever, I said to myself, I've never seen the show and I wanted to watch it. I just binged watched all of the Sons of Anarchy. You ever seen that one?
Yeah.
I
Some
just
of it. I
watched
haven't
that.
watched the whole series,
I
but
just watched that whole thing. I binge watched all of it, and man, what a show that was! Holy cow, that was a crazy show.
I'm I'm planning on binge watching Breaking Bad. Believe it, I never
Oh
seen.
yeah,
I seen it, but see, I started at Better Call Saul, which is like happens
it's the
before
prequel.
Breaking
Yeah, it's
Bad.
the prequel. Yep,
I watched
the
Better
prequel.
Call Saul. It was awesome. So I need to go back and watch Breaking Bad
If
and
you've never watched Breaking
get
Bad,
caught up
all
on
I
all
can
that
tell
stuff.
you, if you've never watched Breaking Bad, all I can tell you is strap in because the show it,
I
it
know.
starts out
I
it
know. I
starts
seen
out
bits. Yeah.
and then it just keeps going and going and right when and they the Sons of Anarchy was like this too. There was a lot of killing, a lot of death, and it's just like you could see it coming. You're like, oh no, and then it happens, and you're like, oh my god. And the same thing
Yeah.
with Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad, there's a lot of like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, and then it
Yeah,
happens, and you're like, oh my god, crazy, crazy.
yeah. Let me go back here. I think the LBC is saying, yeah, they 200,000 to 300,000 plus pension and benefits LAPD.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Snore Lord
Oh,
saying, don't
there.
forget about El Camino. It
My brother-in-law
once
is a
you,
correction officer.
oh
Hold
okay,
on, I'm catching up to that one. Catching up to that one. See, you got to go back and catch up the ones you missed. Don't just read
yeah,
the latest one. I noticed you did on your live stream. I commented 3 times on yours the other night, and yeah, every one you passed right by. Say, these sons of bitches ain't reading my messages. The Snorer said his brother-in-law, the correction officer, does pretty good. I didn't know that.
yeah. I guess it depends on how
Yeah,
long
there's
you've been there. And,
California has a website. You can look up the salaries. You can do that
okay,
anyway. Uh,
yeah,
open
that's got to be
records
public
request
knowledge. Yeah.
any, yeah, public record, but they have a website. You can look it up. I think there's a misconception law enforcement has a brutal job, but they make fortunes. They make it sound like they're making 65K. Don't get firemen in California. They make a lot of money too. You guys should collaborate more. You guys have a good back and forth. All right. Let's, we could start our own show there, little guy. We have the little guy Free Rider TV show or whatever.
Hey, we play off each other well enough, you know.
Yeah. Well, 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 we've
But yeah,
known each other
Stormlord, yeah.
for years. So.
Today
Like me
was
and Snorlord are the same way.
oh yeah,
If I
yeah,
know
yeah.
somebody for a long time, I feel comfortable with them. We have good back and forth. Good deal.
Hell, I call you
Works.
by your first name, you know. I call you by your first name. That's how
What,
you
pale?
know that well, yeah, pale. When you call somebody by
Jesus.
their first name, that's how you know you're a good friend. You know,
Jeez.
you're not just a you're not just an asshole buddy or acquaintance. You
Oh,
know,
I hear you. Acquaintance.
but
I had a lot of
yeah,
acquaintances back in the day.
Snorlord. I just finally finished the last episode this morning, and I was like,
El
I was a
Camino.
little disappointed at the ending of Sons of Anarchy. The way they ended the show, I was like, oh man, this he's gonna go out like this. I was hoping that it was gonna be a happy ending, but it wasn't. It was the complete opposite. But yeah, Snorlax was saying at the bottom there. Once you get through watching Breaking Bad, then you got to watch
Man,
the
yeah.
movie El
El
Camino,
Camino, yeah.
which
I
was
think I have.
also well. If you've seen El
Yeah.
Camino, then you're all
At least
messed
the
up on the
first part
timeline.
of it.
But
I know, that's why I was kind of messed up because I was watching these clips from Breaking Bad. I said, "What the heck? When did this happen?" Because I seen, it's like I need to go back and maybe
yeah,
watch
it's
Better Call Saul through again, then start with Breaking Bad.
well, yeah, like you said,
Yeah,
Better Call Saul is a prequel to everything. But
yeah,
me and my son are watching. Lucas, he's old enough now to watch it. He's like, I want to watch Breaking Bad. And I'm like, I'll gladly watch that over with you again. 'Cause I love watching that show. That's a good show right there. But yeah,
yeah.
it's one of those shows where you
You
just
got
get sucked in, bro. You will
Mike and
binge
Gus.
the shit out of it.
Gus owns the chicken franchises, and
Yep.
he's a killer cartel man. That's crazy. I
I
like
bumped
Gus.
into that guy. I bumped into the the guy. Well, I don't know what his name is in real life. I always forget his real name, but I
Yeah,
bumped into him at the airport one day. We actually bumped into each other, and I
Gus.
looked at him. Yeah, I looked at him, and
Oh
I'm like,
shit.
we were crossing paths, and I looked at him, and he looked at me, and then I kept walking, and I'm like, was that who I thought it was for a second? And I'm like, nah, it couldn't have been. But then I turned around and looked. Sure enough, I saw him standing there. I'm like, holy shit, it was him. And I was like, let me not be the idiot and go up to this guy and be, let me not be, oh my God. Oh. But I was like, holy shit, it's
He
Gustavo, you know. But
he
I
plays
was like, oh,
such
cool,
a
you know.
he plays such
Oh,
a
he's
good
ruthless, ruthless
character
part.
that I don't
Yeah.
know. I'd be like, Oh man, sorry I even looked at you. Yes,
Shh.
please don't, man. He's.
I'm not even gonna.
Oh,
I'm not even gonna spoil it for you. Just wait till you see what happens when you
oh,
start
I
watching.
know.
You know,
I,
I think it's
I
like
know.
season.
I
The
know
end
what
of
happened to
season two is
Gus.
where they.
I know what
Oh,
happened to
okay. Well,
Gus. I seen
everybody
the
knows what happened, but when you see how it up
oh,
to that point,
Salamanca. I know the Salamanca thing or Salamanca, whatever his name is.
Hector
I
with
don't
that
like that
fucking
guy.
bell.
I don't like Hector. I
Well, you
never
don't know Hector with
in
the
Better
bell yet.
Call
You know,
Saul.
in Better Call
Yeah,
Saul,
I've
he
seen
was
that.
walking around and
I've seen
he had
parts. I
he had
know
the
parts I
stroke.
need.
He had the
Yeah,
stroke, and
thanks
that's
to
what put him in the
Nacho.
wheelchair. Yeah, yeah,
He
yep,
took his medicine and changed it. All that was in Better Call Saul. That's where I saw that.
yep.
He took the
Yeah,
medicine
there's
and he changed it was just plain old pills or something.
yeah,
And then Gus Sicko wanted to keep Hector alive just to be messing with him. Nacho
yep,
wanted him dead. Gus said no. Killing's too good for him. He's going to suffer.
yeah.
Yeah, I seen
Oh.
clips of Breaking Bad where trying to put it all together. So I'm just going to start watching the whole thing over.
Yeah,
Or,
it's well worth the watch. You know, I mean, I've watched it. I don't know, 4 or 5 times now, all the way through. It's great. And another one that I like to watch over and over again is The Sopranos. You know, because I'm a Ginzo from Jersey. You know, so this- the So- the Sopranos. You know,
yeah,
Breaking
I
Bad
watched
never
all
gets
that.
old. And then on another flip side, I love
Sopranos.
to watch the show Friends. Friends, King of Queens, and Everybody Loves
Uh,
Raymond. Yeah, yeah. My wife got me hooked on Friends.
Friends. I never cared for that.
That one, King of Queens, and Everybody Loves Raymond. Those are my late night go tos when you're laying down going to bed.
King of Queens was all right. I always like what's her name, Leah Remini.
Yeah,
Remini. And
she's a
have you
pretty
been
gal.
keeping up with what her issues she's been having with the Church of Scientology? Man, they've
Yeah,
been. Oh,
that was years ago though. That was years ago when
I think they
she
would
spilled the beans
assassinate
on
her
all
if they
them.
had a chance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she spilled the beans on her,
Yep.
on Tom Cruise, all that shit. You know,
Yeah.
she went and
Crazy.
spilled the beans. You know, that's some eyes wide shut shit. You know, it's
I
funny
always
that
liked her. So,
yeah, I'm not into all that Scientology. That's some crazy cultish,
oh, it's cult.
crazy
Cult.
shit. Yeah, it's
But we shouldn't probably talk about that on here.
yeah. God forbid we offend anybody.
No, I'm saying, oh, they're going to be sending people after us. Look over your
Come and
shoulder. Oh
get me.
no!
Come and get
Yeah,
me.
I
Oh my
want you to
god.
been in a
Anyway,
concert
but
for
what else? Yeah, but
veterans.
I definitely recommend. Have you ever seen the show? Here's another good one that's on Netflix. If you're into politics at all, the show is called Last uh, Designated Survivor with Kiefer Sutherland.
Oh,
It's a
well,
show that's basically the first episode they got I don't know everybody in Congress, you know, the Democrats, the Republicans, the Senate, everybody in that in the Capitol building, I think it is. And in the show, the building blows up and everybody's gone. President all the way down to the bottom. And the
damn.
designated survivor guy is now the president. And the show is pretty good. It's a pretty good show. Pretty good show. It's kind of like House of Cards, but not as risque and crazy as House of Cards was. I know you've seen House of Cards, right?
Uh, I've seen a couple of them.
Yeah, that show's crazy too.
What's his name? Kevin
Uh,
Spacey?
Kevin Spacey,
No.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin Spacey, yeah. And then the
Yeah.
thing that sucks about Kevin Spacey is you remember what happened to him? They kicked him off the show the last season, and then the show went to shit, you know, because he was another ruthless son of a bitch in that show, as the character he was playing. That show had so many twists and turns. Oh my god. uh,
Yeah.
let's see. Let's see here. LVC says he went to a benefit concert for
Ooh.
veterans with the cast of Sons of Anarchy. Oh, that's cool. There's a channel called Growing Up Scientology. It's pretty good. Growing Up in Scientology. I'll have to check that out. All I know is what I've seen about Scientology and what
Yeah.
I've read. And in my opinion, it's like a cult. It's crazy.
It
The stuff
is.
they, yeah,
There's some weird
it's
stuff going on.
very far out there ideals and stuff.
Yep.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a firm believer of free will and do what you want to do, whatever makes you happy.
Freedom of
But when
religion. Yeah.
it's when you start forcing it down other
Exactly.
people's throats. Like whether it be about gays, lesbians, or racism
Anything.
and
Yeah.
all this stuff. Like do what you want to do. I don't. I mean, God bless you. To each his
Right.
own with everything, but do not. And it's like one of the biggest things that pisses me off about today's society is the shit that they're doing in schools with this critical race theory and
Mm.
oh, it's okay to be a girl if you're a boy, or if it's okay to be a boy
Mm.
if you're a girl. No, no, no. That teach the kids what you're supposed to teach them, not teach them about sex and all this other bullshit. It's ridiculous.
I know they're too young for all that. They got enough to worry about and have to worry about something like that.
I said to my wife when I came off the road, I says, I hope to God one day that our school district tries some stupid shit like that because I would be the asshole down there at the school board meeting raising all types of hell. I would be one of those guys on the news raising all types of hell. But thank God, knock on wood,
Yeah, then you'd
our
be
school district is
chastised for being a
yeah,
bad guy if you did.
yeah, I'd be a bigot, but thankfully, our school
Yeah.
district here in Wyoming County, up here in Northeast PA, they're a bunch of conservatives and Republicans. So thankfully for that. So, but I mean, you see some of these school districts where they're putting out litter boxes for the kids that want to be cats that day. It's ridiculous. The shit you read and the stuff you hear, and it's like, and you say to yourself, that can't be true, and it is. Makes you want to go crazy.
Somebody said you got 3 viewers on your live stream.
Yeah, yeah. You've got 11, so you're killing me.
I got 15. What I said, I don't know.
Well, hell,
Okay,
we've been on
11.
here for
We were
two
up to
hours and
like
15 minutes.
almost 40, I think, at the height of everything.
Yeah,
But
well,
yeah,
right now, I haven't
everybody's
checked in a
falling
few
off.
minutes,
We've been on here
but
too long, so
right now we've got SoCal live, we've got Ike live, we've got me and you live, we've got uh
is Jeffrey
Trucker.
Like still alive?
No,
Trucker, what?
Coach was live. Jeffrey Like was live. So yeah,
And see,
we're
I go
the
live I try to go live every Friday at 8 o'clock. And a lot of people know that, and they still want to walk
you
on
got
me.
Ike
Oh,
with
it's just Bill
18
Ryder. He's
people.
Mr. Nice Guy. You don't care.
You got
Whatever.
66 people watching SoCal's video right now. So yeah, I don't know. I think we've had some pretty good topics tonight. We talked about a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah.
Movies, politics a little bit here, we've talked about trucking shows. I think it was like no shit. Like if somebody watches this on the replay, this is a pretty fluid moving.
Yeah.
There hasn't been any dry spots. Like sometimes you get on
Right.
live and you have a dry spot for like 5 or 10 minutes where you don't know what to talk about. But we've been nonstop since we started.
Oh,
So kudos to those who've stuck around
that's
that have been
cool.
here since the beginning. I give kudos to the people that have stuck around.
Great.
So
What kind of microphone is that?
this is
A brand.
it's Amazon's finest. It's called Mano. Maono. It's a USB.
Mano.
Yeah, Mao. Here, let me see if I could put it on the screen for you.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's USB, and it's
Yeah,
got
that's what this
those,
one is. USB.
doohickeys, and it's connected to my desk, and it's a directional mic. So if I talk over here, you don't hear me as good, but if I'm in front of it, it's nice and clear.
Yeah, that's like this one. It's got like four settings. This will be talk right in it.
Yeah, yours is
Talking to this
powered though,
side,
isn't it? Isn't yours
not so
is
much.
yours USB powered, or is it
USB.
also? Oh, okay,
USB.
okay. What's the
Blue
name of that one?
Yeti.
Oh,
It's a
Blue
Blue
Yeti. Yeah,
Yeti.
that's a well known
Well, you can-
name in the podcast realm.
Yeah, that's why I got it.
I think I
So
paid
I'm gonna up my
like
game, so everybody seems to be happy with you. Audio sounds pretty good, as
I think
far as I
I think
know.
I paid like freaking I don't know. I think I paid like $30 for this thing on Amazon, and it came
30 bucks.
with the desk mount and all that stuff.
Yeah, I don't have one of those, but I'm in the truck, so I'm not home that much. But I'm gonna order one of
Yeah.
those from Amazon. I think when I do, I can have it.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know.
Anyway, so what else?
I think that's probably it, man.
All right. Well, hey, look, I
I know
appreciate you
it's
having
late
me
over
on.
there.
Yeah,
I
it's
appreciate you coming on
11:20.
it. Such short notice. I called you this morning, I think. I was gonna call you
Well,
yesterday, never got around to it, but
either way,
I'll
I'd be
call him
more
this
than
morning.
happy. I'd be more than happy to do this again with you if you want.
Oh
Just let
yeah,
me know,
we'll
and
do it over
I'll
there
make
with you
myself.
if
I'll
you
make
want me to.
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna get my stuff, the Zoom stuff, squared away, and do some. Just I got to work out some kinks and reteach myself how to use it properly, and then we'll get you set up for sure.
All right.
All right. Well, I'm out of here.
Cool beans.
Thanks for having me on.
All right, man. You're welcome.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for everybody that
Yeah.
watched, and
There he goes.
make sure you
Yeah.
hit the like button on the way out of Pale Rider's channel. Comment all that good stuff. Don't forget to check out the 99-cent cronies thing. So, and
Yeah.
we'll see you on the next one, folks.
All right.
I'm out of here.
Uh,
See you, buddy. Thanks.
Later. Let's see if that's. I hope he's still sharing this on his channel. We're gonna get off here. Appreciate it. Thanks, little guy there. If you're not subscribed, go check him out. And we're gonna play the closing video and get the heck out of here. So appreciate everybody watching. Everybody have a good evening and stay safe.